Baby, if you want me. Welcome to the chat, gang.
Yeah.
These words,
Bro. Man, little hoe shit like bitch, man. I don't even call her,
bro.
Did all that and I ain't even fuck, man. I should've fucked all. Wherever I'm at, I'ma work my blick, bet I ain't gotta call the bros. Yeah, this perky got me nauseous. Drink hot syrup, but I ain't call. A lot of you nigga be too internet pop. I don't do no talk. Yeah, I'm small.
Yeah, I'm small. But a big 4-5 knock him up off me. Alright, let me just get Facebook up. Let me get everybody up and we good to go. These words are so easy to say. You got to show me love. Baby, if you want me.
Got a 4-5 with a switch, get his ass up on me. Young nigga shit, first shooter out in the A, I was like shit up on loss. Shit, bitch, ass right in the hand, nigga put the phone down, bitch, who you calling? And I ain't gotta say no name, but the last nigga play got put right in the car. Fuck, and I ain't gotta drop no dot, they know it's up. And blood been shed up over this shit, so nigga, they know it's up. Hey.
Baby, if you want me, you got to show me love. Said, baby, if you want me, you got to show me love. These words are so easy to say. Alright, let's play this music, baby. Let's finish getting our song off real quick.
Baby, if you want me, you gotta show me love. Been through a lot of shit, but I keep going cause I'm a dog. Bitch, they kill my partner, I don't want no love, bitch, I want blood. Having drinks since I was a kid, I put $1 million in my tub. All these bitch ass niggas keep sending shot. Nigga just mad cause I ain't never changed this how I came. I'm the same old young nigga
from that block.
What you gonna do when we come? Bet not even think to run cause we got you boxed. I don't even play when it come to that pay. If you do make a bitch ass check, they cry. If you want me.
Said, baby, if you want me. Alright, we about to get to this, bro. We ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna copyright the stream. Listen, let's go, man. What we got going on today? Shout out to my boy though. Shout out to my dog Rack Baby, man. Soldier Love. This song been on repeat. I've been having this song on repeat because it's fire.
You gotta show me love. Promise to me if I break your heart, you will never try to hold a grudge. I be going through shit I don't even wanna fuck. Just give me. Promise
to me if I break your heart, you ain't gonna try to hold a grudge. Promise to me if I break your heart, you ain't gonna hold a grudge on me, baby. Said, baby, if you want me.
Me a shoulder rub. She said she ain't never had a nigga this thug. I give her that soldier love. A nigga can't never say we ain't outside on the block, we posted up.
A nigga can't never say we ain't outside on the block, we posted up. Alright, let me start listening to music. Bro, this is what we got for the stream today, bro. This is what we got some topics, man. We got, Trap LaRoche just dropped another bomb on us. Trap LaRoche just dropped some fire, bro. The rapping Hitman claimed 11 bodies. Bloodhound Lil Jeff. We gotta get to this. I might skip around a little bit because it's a 3-hour video, but we on stream, so we got nothing but time. We vibing with each other. Y'all let me know if y'all here with me because I'm here with y'all, man. I'm jacking that. Then we got, boom, 10 women versus 1 YouTuber, Miami the Kid. We're gonna see what's up with my dog, Miami the Kid. See if he gets some hoes. Feel me? Then we got Lou Ratchet with a new skit. Matter of fact, let's get to that right now because that's quick. Crash Out, a reckless individual who seeks altercations. Verb, causing maximum damage intentionally without thinking about how bad the outcome could be for you.
And then they talking about he got a warrant for my arrest. Warrant for my arrest? I ain't turning myself in. I don't care about nothing. Police, I don't care if it's my nigga, my grand race nigga. I don't care who it is. Boys think I'm turning myself in? They got another thing coming. You know what I'm gonna do? You feel me?
You feel me?
Where they at?
Where they at?
Who wants some? Hey, and they probably gonna pop you with me. It's the little shit that got me ready to crash out, bro, with a nigga. What I would do for a hug, bro. A hug, nigga. I ain't gonna hit you. Come on, come and hide right here. What's up, nigga?
What's up?
None of that. I'm ready to die.
Ready to die?
Right now. Bullets missing, bullets whizzing back. You hear it, nigga? You hear it, nigga?
Got it.
Now look, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to dump back at niggas. You scared, nigga? You scared?
Ugly nigga.
I'll die one day, nigga.
Nigga ugly.
Nigga just trying to die. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. These niggas be thinking shit sweet, bro. That's all it is. I just want niggas to know I don't play like that. I don't get down like that. Niggas gonna know he was stepping by it.
I just want niggas to know I don't play like that. I don't get down like that. Nigga was stepping before he died.
Stay over there, little bitch ass. I'm taking one with me. Taking one with me.
Fucker.
They hit you too, huh?
Got your ass.
I told you that's finna happen.
Damn. Oh, my son get cockeyed when he dying. Dude! Smoked your stupid ass. And that's what happened when a nigga want to crash out. When a nigga crash out, that's what it look like. Then we might get to this too. If we got time, we're gonna get to this too. Oh my God, we got to get to this, bro. I found the original, bro. Mom exposes child on Instagram Live, bro. This is a classic. It's crazy. We gotta watch that if we get a chance. And then we gonna get rid of this song. But, man, without further ado, let's jump right to the stream. And we got a long video to get to, the first one. Shout out to Trap Lil Ross for the masterpiece he dropped, man. Let's get right to it. Let's go, man.
Unlike Von, who was seemingly in the streets since a child, Jeff would wildly claim that he had only gotten involved in the streets about 3 years ago when he turned 18 and graduated from high school, committing all of these alleged murders in a very short time span.
So around what age did you jump off the porch and start hanging out in the streets?
I'm gonna say when I came outside for real, I was like 18 type shit.
Okay.
That's definitely late.
I just turned like 18.
Jeff also became known for his equally wild antics that showed he was a complete loose cannon. For example, when he famously snorted crushed up pills during his DJU interview. Then there was the time he seemingly shot his gun towards someone during an Instagram live, as well as openly bragging about how he was robbing people for their designer watches.
Hey, look up. You said take this picture.
I was going out. Oh, weeds. I got blood on them diamonds and I still wore it.
Damn.
This like it's part
I
of
was
my
just say they don't know if that's a tattoo or real.
Nah, they ain't no.
It sounded like he jumped in the streets late, so he felt the need to catch up. Like he felt like he had to catch up.
To compare Lil Jeff to King Von is guaranteed to anger some people, and by no means was Jeff's star power or rapping abilities anywhere near that of Von's. But then again, Von also had support from the biggest artist to ever rise from the drill scene, Lil Durk, and he was several years older than Jeff when his rap career took off. Furthermore, Von had already been in the streets for close to a decade, forming the reputation that would eventually help him to become the boogeyman of Chicago drill that he ended up being, as well as being an undeniable legend in the rap game following his untimely death in November 2020. Jeff, on the other hand, was still by all accounts very much still in the streets whilst he was trying to find his voice and talent on the mic. While Jeff's rapping style was controversial and divisive amongst fans of Chicago drill, there's no denying that Lil Jeff was evolving musically and becoming more and more comfortable in using his rather unique high-pitched voice.
I never heard not one of his songs, but it's all good. We still gonna watch the video. Yeah, Charmaine. Welcome to the chat, baby. How you feeling tonight, girl? What up, Jimmy? How you feeling tonight? When you get a chance, react to the bust. Oh! Yo, matter of fact, before we even get to this video, let's go to that. I saw that shit. It's in my history. It's in my history, because I seen it. I sunted it. Hold up, where's that? I seen it. Fags. NYPD takedown. NYPD takedown. Targets of some of the worst Bronx gang drill rappers, man. Free all these niggas. They ain't do it. They innocent. Let's go.
Exclusive you'll see only right here on Fox 5.
We were there, and the only TV crew along for what police call the takedown of some of the most violent...
Matter of fact, let me hit record on this joint so I can record this joint, because I probably post this. This is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Bro, this is wild, gang. This is wild, gang. NYPD takedown. Some targets of the worst Bronx gang drill rappers, man. Free all of them. They innocent, like I said. Free them guys, man. They innocent until proven guilty, yeah?
Exclusive you'll see only right here on Fox 5.
We were there, and the only TV crew along for what police call the takedown of some of the most violent gang members they've ever seen.
All right, at least
Yeah, she a baddie. I ain't even gonna lie. She is a baddie sitting with my guy right here.
Alvarez joins us now with her exclusive look with the NYPD. Lisa.
Yo, Lisa Evers always on the scene, gang. Lisa Evers is always on the... Yo, she be on the scene of everything that happened, bro. And these niggas took the goddamn news on the ride with them for the sting operation. Notice how they giving you the before and after, like. So we went on a ride with them.
Well, Steve and Natasha, we had that firsthand look at how the NYPD is bringing alleged gang members who terrorized their own community to justice. And now the Bronx DA says they've been charged in a 176-count felony indictment.
Damn.
Nay
Benz. Oh, this shorty right here with the claw. She got like 3 fingers on one of her hands. Let me see. Nay Benz. Look, Nay Benz. Let me show y'all right now her claw. Nay Benz. Hands. Let's see if they... Oh shit, it's a video. Oh, all right, we're gonna watch this next. Damn, we got a couple videos. All right, I'm not even gonna play about her hands and her claws then. Look, she got 3 fingers on one hand. Look, y'all see this? Look at the second video down. Look at her hand. She got 4 fingers on that hand, gangy. Nigga shot her goddamn finger off, bro. Shorty right here. This bitch, she tough though, gangster.
Police say you're a trigger puller. Police say you're a
Nigga said, police say you're a trigger puller. Lisa Evers is crazy. Lisa Evers is nuts.
trigger puller. Is that true? What? Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that...
What? Are you a trigger puller?
Police say you're a trigger puller. Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that true? What? Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that...
Look, Ma, I love you. Look at my son in the back. Ma, I love you.
What? Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that...
You know this nigga breath stink. Shout out to all these niggas. But you know these niggas breath stink. That's a fact. They niggas been in the bookings. They ain't even hit the bookings yet. They got these niggas from the precinct. These niggas definitely been there overnight.
We're here at a secret undercover location in the Bronx.
Yo, she swears she covert. Yo, why Lisa Evers swears she covert, my nigga?
Where NYPD detectives are getting ready to launch a manhunt for nearly 24 gang members wanted for serious felonies, including murder. It's a Lisa Evers exclusive.
Yo, she swears she covert, my nigga. Like she running down on them right now. So she was walking slow, like she creeping up on them niggas. Like, bro, the police gonna do the dirty work. You gonna report.
Before dawn on Wednesday, but NYPD detectives from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, called GVSD for short, are joined by detectives from Bronx precincts and warrant squads for this
Oh, she a little baddie. They got a baddie on the police force right here in the front.
Important mission.
Oh,
their mission?
Shit.
Stopping the reign of terror caused by teens, young men, and a few women.
God damn, I... Bah! 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 Bah!
Who engage in running gun battles with their opposition or op.
That nigga aiming, bro. I like that. I like this nigga right here. He taking his time to really aim. Like, he not... We can't see who he aiming at, but he really taking his time. He not just bah, bah, bah. That's how niggas get shot. That's how you end up shooting random people. He taking his time. You know what I'm saying? Looking down the barrel. Ah, you right there. Bah, shoot you in your ass. Bah, you know that?
At all hours of the day and night, no matter who's in the way, right in their own community.
These cases are the single most impactful reason that shootings trend downwards.
The targets are 20 members of the Slattery gang, based out of Slattery Playground in the Fordham section.
The Slattery
of the Bronx.
If you come around from 2
Slattery
on, that's when it fills up with all the gangs.
Investigators say the response.
Alright, don't be snitching. They gonna be home soon. They gonna be on your ass. You live in the neighborhood. Chill out, mama.
On, that's when it fills up with all the gangs.
Investigators say they're responsible for more than a dozen shootings and attempted murders.
It's almost like they were competing with each other to see who could shoot more times.
The Slattery crew, also known by other names like Slaughtery and...
You damn right. If them niggas shot 30 times, we gotta come back and spin this shit 90 times. The fuck you thought this was? We gonna let them niggas outshoot us, nigga? Goddamn.
S Block allegedly took aim at their main opponents or ops, other young people, for no good reason. Investigators say the hatred is fueled by inflammatory disses about murdered ops and drill raps posted on social media. That's aspiring drill rapper Nay Benz, who police say...
Damn, this is probably the biggest platform they ever put her music on, and they played that shit for 1 second. Look.
Yeah.
They literally play her shit for 1 second. That's fucked up.
Aspiring drill rapper Nay Benz, who police say is one of the gang leaders. The average age of...
This is a different type of gang. They leader is a dyke. Niggas got a leader, bro. Niggas got a goddamn... niggas got a tomboy as their leader. That's a different gang, my nigga. Bro, that's a gang you do not want to play with, nigga. You do not want a gang, a bunch of niggas, but they leader is some gangster bitch. Nigga, you don't want to fuck with these little niggas, bro.
Of the case subjects is 20. Teen girls are trigger pullers too, like the shooter.
Oh shit! I can't even show that on YouTube. The news can, but I can't.
They're shooting at each other with a yellow school bus filled with kids in between them.
Making the community safe again is their passion and purpose. For takedown leader, Detective Brandon Ravello, it's personal. This is where he grew up.
A lot of the subjects are wanted.
Nah, listen. Lisa Evers got the bulletproof vest on like she really about to kick a door in or something. Like, why she vesting up, bro?
For being active trigger pullers, so they're asking us to put on these bulletproof vests before we go out to the locations once the manhunt gets underway. We're on the highway now as part of the caravan going to the first destination. These detectives know exactly who they are looking for because all of the subjects in this case have been pre-indicted by a Bronx grand jury.
Officers go into the building, every detail and movement planned in advance.
Right now, the detectives are inside the building, going into the apartment where they have a search warrant to apprehend the suspect.
Sergeant Christopher Neal is in constant communication with team members, making sure everyone gets in and out safely.
I don't look comfortable. My son Billy fit in this van.
Constant communication with team members, making sure everyone...
Little nigga gotta squeeze his big ass up in there. You barely fit in there, bro. Lose some weight, gang.
And gets in and out safely.
In recent history, we've seen that impact takedowns or takedowns of this magnitude have a profound impact on the community.
What's going on here?
Yo, she pregnant? Nah.
Have a profound impact on the community.
What's going on here?
Bro, look at how pregnant her belly is, bro. I feel bad for the baby. God damn, the baby going to jail. They locked the baby up. Like, why they gonna make the baby do time with the mama? Like, they gonna make the baby do time with the mama. It's crazy. Bruh, free you, baby. Free you, fetus. Free the fetus.
A female suspect who's 8 months pregnant is brought out in handcuffs from an apartment.
8 months, my nigga. Free the fetus, bros.
What's going on? Why did they pick you up?
We are here executing a search warrant on Tebow Avenue in the Bronx in regards to a drive-by shooting that happened in a public school playground.
Bronx District Attorney...
Yeah, we can't have that shit, man. You over here, y'all busting guns in the goddamn public playground. I don't jack that. I ain't jacking that. I don't like that shit. Y'all know me. I don't like that. Whenever you start involving the kids, man, the kids be getting hurt. I ain't jacking that, man.
Darcel Clark announced a 176-count conspiracy indictment against the alleged gang members for everything from attempted murder to robbery and weapons possession. More than a dozen guns were...
Oh, they picked some blicks up. I like that 38 right there.
Recovered,
357, whatever it is.
Some from the takedown.
We're going to stay at this no matter what, no matter how long it takes. We are laser focused on making sure that we keep the public safe.
They are...
Okay, black woman.
Absolutely firing bullets without remorse or regret and without regard of anybody that's around.
This is one of the most violent crews that I've seen. You made our streets, our communities into a battlefield, and there's no excuse for that.
The team members believe their efforts are a step forward in making people feel safe again.
Today, I think, is a victory for the community.
Now, as bad as it looks, all the defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Keep in mind that everyone accused in this case is under the age of 25. Many of them are just 20 years old or less. And the defendants are found...
Wow, the oldest is 25.
found guilty of these crimes. If that happens, they could spend more than a decade, sometimes 2 decades, behind bars. That's the latest. Back to you guys.
Yeah, fascinating.
Freedom.
Glimpses.
We about to get into another video surrounding this since it just happened. Like, might as well, right? Gotta get to it.
Okay, we back in the Bronx. This is an update. We will be back with a more in-depth story tomorrow or later in the week. Anyway, we are not going to waste any time. Let's get it. And New York Metro was along for the ride, getting an exclusive, inside look at the operations process. The NYPD finished a 12-month-long investigation on July 31st by cuffing drill rapper Nay Benz and a slew of others allegedly involved in a string of shootings as part of the borough's Slattery gang based in Slattery Park. The well-known drill rapper's Instagram profile reads, "I do not promote or partake in any gang violence." High-ranking police officials say otherwise. Suck my TCK. Ben said as she was taken out of the 50th precinct as part of a rowdy chain gang on Wednesday morning. But how did she wind up as a part of 22 suspects in cuffs?
Right, we want the breakdown on this shit. Give us the breakdown, gangy.
It started
The baby gonna get out before the mama. That's a fact. Yeah, they gonna. Soon as the baby born, they gonna let him out.
4 hours prior, when cops began rounding up dozens of individuals they cite as trigger pullers, who have not only put young children in danger from brazen gun violence, but also have even committed murder. According to Assistant Chief Jason Savino, the Slattery gang has been terrorizing the Bronx for several years, including the killing of 14-year-old Prince Shabazz. The criminal crew is not only accused of shooting their victims, but they also make music humiliating them after the bloody attacks. When you look at these videos, there is no remorse. There's no regret, and there's really thinking about nobody except benefiting the gang. They are absolutely firing bullets without remorse, regret, and without regard for anybody that's around, Chief Savino said. During the early hours of July 31 at an NYPD compound in the Bronx, cops from the Gun Violence Suppression Division and the Warrant Squad geared up. Donning bulletproof vests and helmets and grabbing shields, the cops quietly prepared for the pre-dawn raid.
Yeah, I can't keep playing that shit. See, I don't know how they let YouTube will let some niggas put certain stuff on YouTube, but if I put that on YouTube, like the nigga getting shot, they be trying to violate my channel, so I be trying not to.
Division Craig Edelman spoke to his cops regarding the dangerous individuals they were about to take on. Edelman said that many of those involved are responsible for some 20 shootings in the borough that have left at least 10 people injured. The gunfire erupted near children and school buses, and, in one incident, resulted in a 9-year-old boy dialing 911 for help. A 9-year-old boy is calling because he is put in the line of fire in a schoolyard, and he is calling us, so that makes you feel special, Edelman said. The people right here are the people who keep New York City safe. Immediately following several speeches, the task force was on their way, splitting up into several groups and racing to a slew of different locations. In one of
Yeah, they really got, bro. They was moving tactical on these niggas. They split up in groups everywhere that these niggas be. Got a group to go there, group to go there, group to go there. Got all these niggas. I think it's only one person they didn't get.
Apartment armed officers recovered a gun, leading to the arrest of a suspected gang member and his 8-month pregnant girlfriend. At another location, an individual spotted police coming and tried to toss a firearm from the window before swiftly being arrested. When asked if they are trigger pullers, one of the suspects replied, "I don't pull no triggers, the only thing I pull is your mother." Although the
I don't pull no triggers, bitch. The only thing I pull is your mama.
Alleged gang members protested their innocence through explicit tirades while being whisked away in cuffs. The Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark and the NYPD say they are some of the worst of the worst. Edelman charges that the shooters are so deeply embedded in gang violence that members even fortified their hideout in order to barricade themselves against cops and their rivals. They had the door fortified with a bedpost and drilled a hole to make sure that the police couldn't get in. That's how they were locking the door, Edelman said. You saw a dangerous situation where somebody could have got hurt. The investigation began in 2023 and was fast-tracked by police in order to apprehend what is being described as a small group who terrorized a borough. Drill rapper Nay Benz is allegedly chief among them. Benz is...
Bro, that's crazy how Nay Benz is really the chief among them. But yo, there was 12 shootings over like the last 15 days.
Music has about 500,000 views on social media, which she is accused of using in her rap to promote violence by critiquing her rivals and victims. Every single drill is exclusively about shooting the ops. And it's really disparaging. You know, disgraceful if you will, Chief Savino said. They describe the way individuals fall when they're shot. They describe individuals as they're laying there, really clinging on to life, and disparaging remarks, and really mocking the opposing gangs. District Attorney Clark, along with special investigators and detectives, thanked each department for their assistance in this year-long investigation. This about wraps it up for this one, and as always, stay low and thanks for watching.
Police. Yeah, we just saw this whole drink. That's wild, boy. Yeah, man, it's nasty out here, gang. You got to be safe. You got to be safe out here, man. It's nasty. Like, for real, for real. You gotta be safe, gang. What we gonna get to next? Matter of fact, yeah, we getting back to this this video right here.
Kind of made him sound like the real-life Joker of Chirac. Unfortunately, we'll never know what might have come from his music career because, as most drill fans know by now, on the 8th of June 2024, Lil Jeff was gunned down in the south side of Chicago, only about a half-a-mile walk from the notorious Parkway Gardens public housing complex, aka O Block, that King Von was known to rep. And, as always seems to be guaranteed these days, Lil Jeff's demise and the shootout that led up to it was all captured on surveillance footage, even going viral within the drill community just after it happened. But it was not just the fact that Lil Jeff was killed that made his story blow up beyond the drill audience, but more so how he died. As when that surveillance video leaked soon after the news of his passing, the world saw a masked up Lil Jeff getting shot down as he was literally trying to chase another man into his house whilst wildly shooting in his direction, something that he'd even claimed to have done before in several songs. After Lil Jeff's death, the media attention around him would blow up, with even more mainstream rap media platforms like No Jumper, who had previously not reported on him, including him in their content several times. Meanwhile, the twisted online detectives of the Chiracology subreddit were going into overdrive, and in the days following Jeff's death, dozens and dozens of new threads and comments from his fans and haters would fill the platform, with the most devoted Lil Jeff-ologists eventually even starting their very own subreddit to exclusively discuss
Lil Jeff-ology. That's crazy, bro. Y'all niggas, sometimes niggas be obsessed.
And declare their devotion to their new king of drill. There were almost comical posts where Lil Jeff-ologists shared their grief, explaining how they were having sleepless nights and depression in the 24 hours following Jeff's death. These twisted posts would explain how the loss of their new favorite demonic rapper had been a personal blow, and how despite the alleged 11 murders to his name, they felt a personal connection to this flawed individual.
Bro, I'm telling you, niggas obsessed with murder, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I heard some old lady got hit. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And how his killer...
Not only an old lady, though. A lot of people got hit. It was like 12 shootings over the, excuse me. I didn't mean to burp mad loud on camera. I mean on mic. Yeah, it was like 13 shootings. People got hit in all of those shootings.
Aura had resonated with so many. Soon would come updates, as fans posted saying that it had been 1 week since Jeff's death and the devastation hadn't gotten easier, with this user explaining that he wants to drill himself so he can be with Lord Jeff, and asking other users if they have tips on how to grieve. Another update landed on day 12, as the user explained that he'd been saying Jeff's name in the mirror to try and bring him back, and explaining how he can still feel Jeff's presence around him, and that
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Niggas, this is weird, bro. Are y'all reading this with me? Are y'all hearing this? This is obsession.
He's been seeing Jeff's reflection flashing wads of money at him in store windows. Now, all of this goes to show you the bizarre and twisted level of fandom that Chicago drill has really reached, with this adoration of Jeff even topping some of the most extreme King Von glazing that's been observed online. Chicago drill is truly the juncture where internet fandom meets music meets real-life true crime, and where the very people actually involved in that life are getting killed by the hundreds every year. And when it comes to this combination of music and true crime, the story of Lil Jeff is surely up there with some of the wildest to come out of the drill scene in recent years. But Lil Jeff's story is still one shrouded in mystery, because while Jeff was certainly no stranger to letting the world know about his reckless escapades in the dangerous streets of Chicago, he was also a fairly new face in the scene who seemingly appeared out of nowhere just a few years ago, which makes his claims to have double-digit bodies under his belt sound particularly outrageous, making many fans of Chicago drill to quickly reject these claims as obviously false. Moreover, Lil Jeff hails from an area that's previously received only limited coverage in media focused on the drill culture, so in this video, we're trying to give the most in-depth look into the life and the music career of Bloodhound Lil Jeff so far, and try and determine, with all of the information available publicly today, was Bloodhound Lil Jeff really a street demon with 11 murders to his name, or just a wannabe serial killer on social media who effed around and found out?
Residents,
I mean, he died going on a drill, so he was for real. He was really out here drilling.
say they're fed up with violence like the weekend's mass shooting, and they're taking back the streets. On Saturday, it was a different scene on 75th Street in Chatham, where one person was shot and killed, 9 others wounded.
Outside their school, with homemade signs demanding peace, they gathered.
We gonna rock with it, roll with it.
We're only 17, 18 years old, and we losing our lives at a young age.
Man, we do this shit, man, every day, man. Drill City, we out here, man.
On one of the most violent streets in the city, 79th Street, artist and activist Common lends his support and voice to lift up this Chatham neighborhood.
Yeah, you see them bandanas, that mean we Bloodhound.
So can you tell us, like, who introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Looking at us, bro. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are many families who are suffering.
So you would say you've experienced some trauma growing up in these streets of Chicago. Cause how old was you when Chief Keef came out? Like,
I was in 3rd grade.
Damn.
Cause they said Bloodhound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies.
I ain't gonna lie, my homie dad, it's on my face, she's right here.
See money?
Yeah.
And how did this death affect your mentality, brother?
These, all I see is reggae.
What type of lifestyle that Von led? Everybody consider him the top savage of the rap. Was that something you looked up to?
Yeah, that's him.
Yo, I know every little nigga who think they is savage in the rack look up to King Von. You got to, cause he like the leader of that shit.
I'm me.
Hey, y'all, listen to this real quick. Let me know what y'all hear. This smoke with the whole rack. Whoever want it, we giving it out on my dead grave. Summertime finna be a black.
Cause we live in a time right now where like a lot of rappers actually live the life they say, whether it's like trapping or anything.
16-year-old Robert Boston and 17-year-old Monterio Williams were gunned down.
Chicago police investigating a fatal shooting yesterday evening. 19-year-old Jaleel Goins was pronounced dead at Rush University Medical Center.
Go ask my ops that Michael Drake his ass ain't get out that.
Nah, yo, Trap La Ross is a genius, bro. Shout out to Trap La Ross. This documentary is so fire, bro. This shit should be on like Amazon or Netflix or some shit.
So when y'all like in the booth and all that, how do y'all stay away from like even incriminating lyrics?
I went black for like a week, and poof. So after that one, poof. I came back, poof.
Bloodhound, 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 Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, Bloodhound.
Yo.
Bloodhound, Bloodhound.
Yo, no glaze, bro. No glaze. This nigga Trap La Ross is that nigga on YouTube right now, bro.
Lil Jeff, real name Jeffrey Lamar Harris,
Year 88, welcome to the chat, brody.
Was born on the 14th of July 2002, getting named after his father, who shares the exact same name. Jeff's family has seemingly mostly lived around the same area, the east side of Chicago.
Bloodhound Lil Jeff story today. Can you start by telling us where you from?
Chicago, Illinois, east side of Chicago. East side of Chicago.
East side.
Yeah.
However, this east side is not to be confused with the official east side, which is one of the 77 community areas of Chicago located in the far south side of the city. The unofficial east side, on the other hand, which is where Lil Jeff grew up, is mainly part of the Chicago folklore, and thus its exact borders are often heavily debated by locals, with many even arguing that everything in the south side, from State Street all the way to Lake Michigan, actually counts as the east side, which would even include hoods like the infamous O Block and their main rivals STL EBT and Jarrow City. And on the other side of the Washington Park, also hoods like Savage's Welch World. Yet these hoods are typically not discussed as being part of the east side, but rather simply being part of the south side, as in the case of O Block, STL, and Jarrow, or more specifically in the case of Welch World, part of the so-called low end, another area that's a deep part of Chicago folklore, which roughly covers the area on the south side from the state to the lake north of Washington Park. In the drill culture specifically, the east side has become particularly known for hoods that exist roughly south of 67th Street, with this street and the two huge green spaces, the Jackson Park and Oakwood Cemetery, that border the street, creating a natural boundary in the north. However, there are also sets on the north side of the 67th Street that claim the east side, such as TYMB and Dro City, which both rep the 65th Street. While the line of where the east side ends when going westwards from Lake Michigan is much more ambiguous, with the State Street and the I-94 next to it.
This TYMB, that's where that Faye nigga from, the nigga that was snitching on video, crying to the police. I'll tell you anything.
Generally acting as a sort of last cutoff point in the drill scene, this...
Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you. Appreciate you.
East Side is known particularly for gangs like G Herbo and Lil Bibby's crew NLMB, which is made up of 2 clicked-up gang sets, No Limit and the Muskegon Boys, with these initials creating the NLMB moniker, which has also been used to stand for Never Leave My Brothers. However, NLMB's hood is located in the South Shore neighborhood, which is located very close to the shores of Lake Michigan, and is infamously known by the locals as Terror Town, a place with a long history for being particularly dangerous. Whereas when it came to Lil Jeff, his family seemed to mostly stay in a much more central area around the Grand Crossing and Chatham community areas, which generally have been much lesser discussed in the drill scene before Lil Jeff's recent blow-up, although the area has seen its fair share of rappers since the early 2010s repping these specific hoods. Now, Lil Jeff's family has long ties to the streets in the area. His father, Jeffrey Harris Sr., allegedly belonged to a street set called 068 C Block, C standing for Champlain Avenue, with their main spot seemingly being on 68th Street and Champlain. To put this location in context, this street corner is only about 0.3 miles from the location where Lil Jeff would eventually lose his life. And while there's not much available about this particular set online, Jeff's father was born in the early 80s, and thus he and his set were likely at their most active around the turn of the millennium and throughout the 2000s. What we do know with some certainty is that Jeff's family were closely connected with the very people that Jeff would later go to war with, including the person alleged by many to have been the one to gun him down, although there's no real evidence at the moment to prove who was the actual triggerman. But what can be said with more certainty is that close to the hood of Jeff's father, there would be another large hood that would end up playing a very large role in the street beefs that Jeff would get involved in. This hood was well known in Chicago even back in the 90s and 2000s when Jeff's dad was more active in the streets, and its history likely even goes much further back than that. Their hood was called the Lon City. For example, in the classic 1996 song by Chicago rapper D.A. Smart titled Walk With Me, he lists several Chicago hoods all around the area, with one of the bars referencing Lakeside, Paxtown, and Lon City, as Smart mentions how both Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples run the 2 latter hoods. But while Lakeside and Paxtown have more or less stayed intact until this day, at least in name, Lon City would eventually break apart, therefore it's not included in the modern gang maps. However, during the late 90s, in the trial against Larry Hoover, the infamous founder and leader of the Gangster Disciples, or GDs, one of
they need to free that man already, bro. Like, he been locked up forever. Free that man.
The former members of Hoover's GDs, who turned informant, would give a very detailed description about the Lon City's territory at the time, this territory allegedly covering everything from 78th Street to 83rd Street, and all the way from State Street to Stony Island Avenue. This territory being absolutely enormous by modern Chicago gang standards. However, their main spots were seemingly on the 79th Street, such as 79th and Evans, which is just a stone's throw away from the 79th in Maryland that Jeff would later begin to claim. One of the highest ranking GDs of the 90s, called Shorty G, real name Gregory Shell, would even allegedly live in Lon City. Shorty G would also have a prodigy in Lon City called Lil Frank, real name Frank Smith, who would later rise to the top of the leadership of the original GDs before he was given a life sentence in 2023 for allegedly organizing a killing of another high-ranking GD member as part of a leadership dispute. Due to its large size, Lon City had likely always had smaller sets working within it, both GD and BD, although the area has seemingly been majority GD. However, coming into the 2010s, Lon City, like most Chicago hoods, had lost the majority of its original structure due to the collapse of the traditional gang hierarchies during the 2000s, which led to the large gangs like the BDs and GDs to break into small neighborhood sets without any central leadership between them. In Lon City, these separate sets were also becoming more independent, particularly 6 sets that were known as 8-Tray Mob, Evans Mob, Hit Squad, Mix Mob, Wiz City, and Drill City, the latter of which would eventually become Lil Jeff's set. According to Chiracologists, these individual sets would eventually break Lon City apart completely.
Yo, Chicago got too many gangs, you could never try to remember them all.
Due to some of the BD sets backdooring the original GD leaders of Lon City. In the aftermath of this breakup, what's now known as Mix Mob would seemingly keep repping Lon City even after the breakup. Meanwhile, Drill City would seemingly get its name around the same time as the Chicago drill movement was starting. Chicago drill music being the ultra-violent evolution of gangster rap, with beats inspired by Atlanta trap and gritty lyrics all about real crimes that were actually happening in Chicago. With this set having some of the first pioneering drill artists, such as the rapper known as Fat Smack, who is in fact the actual cousin of the rapper Pac-Man, who hailed from the nearby Dro City hood and is generally considered to have been the original creator of the drill genre before Chief Keef made it famous.
The devil might be real or a magic mystery, but I make you disappear. Poof, history. I know you sick of me, but Mac gets the antidote. So if you act fruity, I have to split your cantaloupe.
Okay.
You know this Pac-Man, Mr. Dro City. I'm not hat, man. Hey, I tell him. The coupe looking like a Sunday, a chocolate Maserati, butter vanilla guts, valet pocketed at the party. Yo,
on my heels, she was jocking me in the lobby. See the Maury crocodile's pocket watching like she gon' rob me. I swipe for a room, penthouse, we at the W. The had your name on the neck, I know my stomach too.
Already in late 2010, Fat Smack would put out a mixtape titled A Day in Drill City, this being among the first drill projects ever to come out. Drill City is also known as BNC, or Bar None Crazy, which generally refers to them being an insane or renegade gang set. This means that they generally don't adhere to any central structure of a historical gang, like the BDs or GDs, and essentially are willing to go to war with, or kill people that descended from the same original gang as them. It seems that Drill City will first call with another set from the former Lon City called Wiz City, or Whisper City, named after a boy called Whisper, aka Wiz, who seemingly died in 2008 from medical complications. Similarly as Drill City being bar none, Wiz City would be known as Brain Dead, this generally also meaning that they are insane or renegade BDs who again don't abide by any centralized BD leadership and are willing to go to war with other BDs. In the very early 2010s, Wiz City was seemingly already beefing hard with several of the former Lon City sets, including Evans Mob, Mix Mob, and 8 Trey Mob.
Hey man, so I just want to talk about that Mix Mob thing, man.
He said he wrote some kids' books too, I think. No? Who wrote some kids' books, nigga? Did you see they released Vibes Cartel? Facts. Free the world boss. He free now. He free. I saw that. I peeped that, man. I'm glad he free. I hope he healthy, man.
It's getting ridiculous, man. For real. On some real shit, man. That shit getting ridiculous. First of all, let me say that right there. Y'all is here, man. You feel me? Y'all lucky I'm on this house arrest because if I wasn't, what's going down, man? There's big drills on y'all, for real. 82nd move.
Alright, we're gonna skip around the video because it's long. Pause.
For many fans of Lil Jeff, his big brother J Boogie is perhaps best known for being the profile picture on Lil Jeff's Instagram account. However, J Boogie is almost 5 years older than Jeff and has had a long history by himself in the streets of Chicago, his name being familiar to many of those drill fans who have followed the scene since its inception. Both Boogie and Jeff seemingly spent their early years in the far south side of Chicago in the Burnside neighborhood, more specifically in a hood called Flipside, which reps the 93rd Street, with Jeff attending the CICS Elementary School close by on the 95th Street. Boogie, who was at the time also going by the name Young Khalifa, will be close with one of the most loved members of Flipside called Tay, who would unfortunately be killed in August 2014, with Flipside starting to call their hood Tay Block in his honor. However, it seems that before Tay's death, Boogie would seemingly either move more up north, or at least begin to spend more time around the Woodlawn neighborhood, not far from Drill City's hood, with guys from a set called Chris World. Chris World is named after a 14-year-old boy called Christopher Travis, also known as Lil Chris, who was killed all the way back in 2010 by a man named Cordell Glover, known as Wheezy, or Wee Wee, allegedly from the EBT set. Lil Chris was seemingly part of TYMB.
EBT? Eat Better Today?
And can be seen in old pictures with them, and Chris World would then begin as a faction within TYMB, or YMB, meaning Young Money Boys, as the set was known before they would eventually change their name in honor of a dead member called Ty, real name Edric Walker, who was killed a year earlier in 2009 during a particularly violent night where 4 people died in 3 shootings. But while TYMB was primarily repping the 65th Street, Chris World would begin to rep the 66th Street, which Chris had seemingly frequented, even though he would in fact live near the 64th Street. Around this time, TYMB, the newly founded Chris World, and Wick City, that would later become known as O Block, were all seemingly pretty close with each other, with their main ops being sets like STL EBT. However, this would allegedly change when Obama from TYMB was killed in March.
Now, just imagine if all of these niggas wanted to be doctors. Just imagine if every black face we see in this video, like that we seen so far and going forward for the rest of this video, just imagine all of these black niggas wanted to be doctors, bro. That'd just be beautiful, right?
2012, with many now seeing
tough, so free the guy already. Stanley Tookie Williams. Yeah, he did write a kid book, you're right.
seemingly thinking that his killer was a man called Kenny Mack, not to be confused with the Kenny Mack from the FBG Duck murder case, or several other Kenny Macks from different sets all over Chicago. This Kenny Mack was part of Chris World.
But Stanley Tookie Williams not from Chicago though, he from LA. That was the big GD that we was looking at. We was looking at Larry Hoover.
and by all accounts, one of the central members in that faction. According to some Chiracologists, Obama's death was the result of a dice game gone bad, which would make sense, given that even though witnesses would seemingly describe the killer simply walking up to Obama, he was in fact found dead in a hallway. Others have claimed that the beef between TYMB and Chris World actually goes back way before Obama's murder, with some drill fans claiming that one of TYMB's top rappers, Money Man, was in fact already dissing Chris World in a song together with Obama back in May 2011, with it being suggested that this dissing then led to Obama's death. However, in fact, Money Man appears to be shouting out Chris World just like he shouts out several other people before them, including E-Day from 600 and Boss Sean from Wick City that would later become known as O-Block, meaning that around this time, the two sets were seemingly still on good terms. But what does seem clear is that the beef between TYMB and Chris World would indeed begin even before Obama's murder. And while there's even a photo of J Boogie himself seemingly throwing up the Y in January 2012, a few months before Obama's death, while hanging with a rapper Bad Habit affiliated with Chris World, already later that same month, a girl affiliated with Chris World would make the post on Facebook saying F the other side, while dissing YMB, aka TYMB, and also shouting out three sets: Chris World, Trap City, and Drill City. It appears that even before Obama's murder, TYMB had been beefing particularly hard with another Woodlawn-based set, this set being called Trap City, also known as Zone 7, with the 7 representing the 67th Street that they would claim, more specifically, the intersection of 67 and Rhodes. This location is only 0.2 miles from the intersection of 67th and Langley that J Boogie would post to his Facebook in September 2012, with this being the first photo that he still has up on his page. Trap City and TYMB's beef was at this point well established, with beloved members like a 17-year-old named Rio, real name Ryan Gibson, having allegedly also been killed by TYMB in October 2011.
Rest in peace.
Going into 2013, the Chicago drill music scene was reaching its peak, propelled by the immense popularity of Chief Keef. But while other up-and-coming drill artists were largely keeping the similar dark and violent themes that had made the genre popular, both lyrically and sonically, Chief Keef himself, who was now living the good life in the rich suburbs just outside of Chicago, and surrounded by all the lean and loud he could possibly consume, would quickly begin to experiment with his sound, cranking his auto-tune settings to the max, while beginning to add much more melodic elements to his rapping, combined with an often heavy slurring, likely at least partially caused by his increasing consumption of that prescription cough suppressant. Keef would also largely ditch his day one producers during this period, instead accepting beat submissions from random YouTube and SoundCloud producers, many of whom had taken the more upbeat elements from Keef's earlier projects, particularly his debut album Finally Rich, but turning those elements up tenfold. These beats were much more influenced by the late 2000s and early 2010s Atlanta rap and trap music, with artists and groups such as Roscoe Dash, Travis Porter, Young LA, and J Money, as well as of course Future, with inspiration also being taken from prolific producers from the area like DJ Spins, London on the Track, and KE on the Track.
What happened to London on the Track?
But with a new twist, these beats eventually got the label of futuristic beats amongst fans. While at the time, this era of Chief Keef was extremely criticized by mainstream rap fans, it's now largely considered perhaps his most influential era, playing a large role.
Right, Chief Keef the GOAT, bro. He started all this shit, all this Chicago rap shit. Well, you know, the Chicago drill shit. Patrick Riley, what up?
In making him one of the contenders for the most influential rapper of the 2010s, with this era that his fans tend to call the Lean era, together with what would eventually evolve around 2014 into an equally fantastically named era, the Zan era, arguably largely birthing what would become known as mumble rap, as well as playing an enormous role in influencing the flows, rapping styles, and beat choices of later popular artists like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, Kodak Black, and countless others. But the reason why Chief Keef's 2013 era is so important to mention here is because by late 2013 and going into 2014 and 2015, the members of Chris World would also end up getting heavily involved in the buzzing Chicago music scene. But unlike the majority of rappers coming out of Chicago at this time, they would attempt to build heavily on this new sound that Chief Keef was creating, even using the same YouTube and SoundCloud producers such as Intel on the beat, who was one of the producers behind Chief Keef's classic that perhaps best describes the Lean era, the song Love No Thotties.
I don't love no thotties. So once I smoke this blunt, girl, I'm gonna forget you.
The producer who was getting commissioned a lot during this period was the French beat phenom Cash Money AP, who produced numerous songs for Keef and other GBE members during this time. Chris World would do this under the name Finesse Crew, which the Chris World rapper Saw J would present in his solo song titled after the group in September 2013. In the music video, we can see many key members of Chris World, including the main people of the Finesse Crew, including of course Saw J himself, as well as Chief 2 Times, Smooth, Bad Habit, now going by BH, and J Boogie, who incredibly at this point was still only 15 years old. J Boogie would eventually not only appear in these videos, but also participate in the rapping, such as the song BAS, released with a music video in May 2014, and a music video for Finesse Party, which was released in November 2014. J Boogie would release early solo songs such as his 2014 remix of Bobby Shmurda's Hot N-Word, but for whatever reason, these songs have been now wiped off the internet. Despite most of Finesse Crew's songs being pretty upbeat party anthems, they would also keep repping their gang sets in their music videos, including in the banger titled Forever Mac and Chris, which was released in June 2015, as well as being seen dropping Y's for TYMB. However, TYMB was taking the dissing once again to another level, as Money Man would release his remix of Lil Durk's Competition, titled No Competition, in July 2014. Once again, he would get straight to the point, beginning the song by dissing Scooter and Rio, as well as Kenny Mac and Chris World. He would then begin his verse by saying how he blew someone's brain back on the 67th before aiming his diss directly at J Boogie, saying that he better cool, and asking how is he even Chris World when he didn't even know Chris personally, as he had seemingly stayed flipside in 2010 when Chris was killed. Whether or not J Boogie actually knew Chris personally is unclear though, as Boogie himself has seemingly indicated that he did in fact know him, and that he has stayed on 67th since he was a young boy. Money Man would also diss Drill City and several other members from 06679 and their affiliated sets, such as Lil Ricky from Chris World and Lil Ant from Mix Mob, who was killed in 2013. Perhaps as a response to this song, Finesse Crew would eventually end up making their own dedicated diss track, released with a music video in May 2015. This song was called simply War, and the beat was a much more standard dark drill anthem. In the song, the Finesse Crew rappers go back and forth, spitting bars whilst dissing their ops, particularly TYMB, with Boogie also taking part in the rapping, saying that he's the youngest running things, being now 17 years old, before telling how he's driving through the ops hood with big clips while dropping Y's with both hands of Chicago at that point, and would often quote on social media lyrics from rappers like Lil Reese and Gino Marley mentioning how they were like bloodhounds. Towards the end of 2015, CJ would even begin to tease what appeared to be a music project titled Bloodhound Savages. Going into 2016, CJ, J Boogie, and JB were seemingly still spending a lot of time together. Also, members from other sets were beginning to claim the Bloodhound clique, such as the members from the MTV 079 set.
Yeah. You see them bandanas, that mean we Bloodhound.
Yeah.
Ride through with your flag out.
Got the mask on, get your car flipped over.
Video, he just looking at us, bro. Bloodhound. Yeah. Are we Bloodhound on Vernon too?
As mentioned in an earlier chapter, MTV 079 is a brain-dead BD set that has had a long-running beef with the same sets as Drill City and Trap City, namely the historical majority GD sets from Lon City, Evans Mob, 8-Tray Mob, and Hit Squad. However, MTV's relationship with Drill City and Trap City was a complicated one, as they had seemingly until recently been also cool with the other brain-dead BD set that these two were beefing with, called Wiz City. This being likely another example of just how quickly the alliances and beefs were evolving in the area. But in any case, soon the Bloodhound clique was beginning to drop music, just like CJ had teased in late 2015, as in May 2016 they would drop a new song called Vicious, featuring the rappers MTV Cash from MTV 079, Hothead from Drill City, formerly Tank Montana from Mix Mob, and Drizzy Bands from Drill City, and in the chorus labeling themselves as the Bloodhound Villains. Some months later, in October 2016, Hothead would drop a song with a music video titled simply Bloodhound, where he warns his ops that if they're on any type of BS, they're going to die, and that he's a bloodhound.
That nigga looked like he really ready to kill some shit too. I ain't gonna lie, he looked like he ready to kill some shit. Look at his face. Ugly nigga, he ain't worried about getting no bitches. That nigga just wanna play 2K and kill niggas.
And he wants his money dirty, like blood money. Around this time, J Boogie was now also repping the Bloodhound crew commonly on his social media. And going into 2017, the clique was beginning to gain increasing momentum, culminating in their biggest song at that point, the song Bloodhounds, released with a music video in April, which at the time was the song featuring the most Bloodhound-affiliated rappers, including CJ from Drill City, JB Bin Laden from 400 East, Hothead from Drill City, and MTV Chino and MTV Cash from MTV 079. The song is a pure Bloodhound anthem, mixed in with a very dark drill beat, with CJ beginning the song by rapping how the Bloodhounds are making noise in the streets and that he's not talking about the music. JB comes in by also repping Bloodhound from the start, followed by Hothead, who raps how the ops know that the Bloodhounds are the ones sending shots and the killing won't stop. MTV Chino then begins his verse with a much more pointed diss.
That's pretty simple. The ops know we the ones that's sending them shots, and they also know that the killing won't stop. Pretty simple lyrics to me.
Aimed likely at either the 8-Tray Mob or the Evans Mob, or both, as well as dissing Brick Squad 069, made famous by late rapper Lil Jojo, who was seemingly close with the 8-Tray
Lil Jojo, he the one that made that BDK song that really got him killed.
Mob at the time.
8-Tray Mob, Say it, bro. On the motherfucking eye. Oh, here, sorry, man. We out here, man. Yeah, I'm running, bro.
The song is ended by MTV Cash, who implies that others are trying to claim the name Bloodhound, but they are the real Bloodhounds. Also, J Boogie is in a visible role in the music video where he's often shown toting his gun with a laser beam. And at the very end of the song, someone who sounds a lot like Boogie even begins to rap a few bars before the song fades out. The Bloodhounds were at this point clearly an established group, seemingly made primarily out of members from Drill City, Chris World, 400 East, and MTV 079. But while they were for a time being putting out quality music, it was clear from their raps that they were also staying very busy in the streets. Meanwhile, Lil Jeff had gotten to about high school age, still holding on to his dream of becoming a professional basketball player, with his 2017 sophomore team even seemingly winning some tournaments. Unfortunately though, it would appear that the next year his dream would come crashing down, as Jeff would not make it to his high school's varsity team. He would later talk about this during his DJU interview, saying how not making the team made him realize just how real life is, and that he had no idea what he would do after.
So all this is brand new. This is a brand new life you living, Lil Jeff, because you...
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because that's literally how niggas in the hood look at it. It's either a playboy nigga, a selling drugs nigga, you pimping, you know what I'm saying? You gonna figure out which hustle you gonna do. But a lot of niggas that want to be innocent, but they don't like school, niggas feel like they gonna play basketball. That'd be a lot of niggas' way out. So I guess he failed at that and said, fuck it, back to the streets.
21 now. So I wonder what you was doing at 16.
I was 16. Around that time,
you was doing the Soldier Boy.
I was trying to play basketball, but that's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 was when I was realizing this shit for real. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Cause you know, after that point, it's like once you don't make that team, it's over with.
It seems that this was likely the moment when Jeff's life would truly begin to take a new direction, and with his previously desired career path now falling off track, he was looking for a new future. Jeff would still graduate from high school in 2020, with his mum throwing him a fancy graduation party, but Jeff wasn't about to head to university to chase an ordinary career. Instead, it seems that he would end up following in the footsteps of his big brother, and soon he would begin showing up in the streets, raising hell with the rest of the Bloodhounds.
Alright, this is when he get active. Let's go.
Coming into the 2020s, J Boogie and the rest of the Bloodhounds would keep repping their new clique in their music, such as the May 2020 music video for the song Go by Boogie, JB, and another Drill City rapper called Lil Vic, where Boogie first raps that he's only been out for 60 days but has already ran his paper back up, with this likely referring to his 2017 arrest on numerous charges, the most serious one being UUW, or unlawful use of a weapon, for which he would end up receiving a 4-year sentence. He would then mention the Bloodhounds, saying that they will come and get anyone for the right bag, all while the members would be flexing big bags of vacuum sealed dope in the music video. JB then steps in and calls the Bloodhounds his family, while flexing a new Bloodhound chain, which is the very same design that Jeff would later rock in his own music videos. Boogie also comes back towards the end as he compares the Bloodhounds to an army due to the wide selection of guns that they have. The Bloodhounds would also have a new rapper that would begin to drop a bunch of songs around this time too.
This nigga look like a good guy. This nigga look like a good guy. Right? Look at this guy. I know this content been helping the black folks get out also. That's a fact. That's a fact. Bro, this nigga like a good guy, bro. Look at this nigga, man. Nigga like he graduated high school, maybe did some years of college or something. You know what I'm saying? Good guy.
His name was Bloodhound Z Money. Real name, Zaya Nelson. In fact,
Bloodhound Z Money? Man, this nigga look like his... Come on. What Z Money stand for? What's his name? Xavier? Zaire? What's his name? Something. It gotta be something peaceful and nothing gangster. His name gotta be something soft. Come on, bro.
He's actually Lil Jeff's cousin, with some of Jeff's family members from his mother's side commonly liking and commenting on Z Money's family's social media posts. There are also old photos of Z Money from the early 2010s together with J Boogie and the...
Nah, this nigga named Zach. That's Z Money, real name is Zach. He's a good fucking guy.
Mother of Jeff and Boogie. In a music video by Z Money dropped in December 2020, Z Money can be seen hanging out with J Boogie, flexing big guns and stacks of cash. Unfortunately, not long before this video dropped, Boogie would get in trouble with the law once again in August 2020, when he was seemingly arrested twice on numerous charges, including possession of a stolen vehicle and once again UUW.
Damn, my son keep getting popped with the weapon.
would once again see J Boogie doing another long bid in prison, with his projected parole date now being in 2027. Meanwhile, the new generation of Drill City, Trap City, and Chris World members were also reaching adulthood. One of these kids being the Bloodhound rapper Vert, or Rel Vert, who seemingly spent much of his childhood in these neighborhoods. In fact, his and his old friend's social media accounts still have plenty of pictures left from around that time period, and in these pictures, a young Vert can be seen dropping the Ys, likely once again for TYMB, whilst also throwing what seems to be either a 6 or a B hand sign, perhaps either as a homage to 66th Street, meaning Trap City or Chris World, or for Barnum, that Drill City rep. Or the B may possibly even represent the Bloodhounds, which at this time were already a major thing amongst many of the older members from the area, who were using this very same hand sign. Now, Vert is slightly older than Jeff, and he would also begin his rap career a few years before him, for example his music video for a song called Next Song Remix, dropping in early 2019. The music video begins with Vert saying that they are posted up on the 79th, meaning Drill City's hood, before once again dropping Ys and throwing the 6 hand sign.
Hey, you know how the fuck come here, freedom members, man, you know, come here. Hey, 07, you know, you in it. Gang, gang. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of that.
He then begins his verse by saying how he's posted on the 9 and sometimes on the 6, meaning that he hangs out in both Drill City's hood and Trap City or Chris World's hood. While it appears that Vert was mostly repping Drill City, he would also be very close with Trap City members, as can be seen from his 21st birthday vlog in 2022, where he hangs out in Trap City's hood, with this video being eerily posted exactly 2 years before Jeff's death in that very same hood. More specifically, Vert is hanging in the video near 67th and Evans, while Jeff would be killed near 67th and Rhodes, only about a 0.3 mile walk away. Vert would also explain in his early 2022 interview with Truth Teller TV that he was both Drill City and Trap City.
I'm from 67 Trap City and 79 Drill City. My name Lil Vert, man.
Meanwhile, during the late 2010s, another main rapper from the new generation of Bloodhounds, who is also a cousin of Jeff and Z-Money, Q50, was still attending high school, eventually graduating in 2022. Jeff, on the other hand, was still largely absent from any social media activity concerning Drill City or Bloodhounds coming into the 2020s, with one of his first appearances seemingly being in a late 2021 music video by Z-Money titled Gone MIA, where a 19-year-old Jeff can be seen chilling in the background while his cousin raps, while his other appearance will be soon after in a music video for his brother J Boogie and JB Bin Laden's track titled N-Words Green, where Jeff can be seen next to his big bro smoking big blunts and toting a gun with a drum magazine, showing that at this point he was already likely deep in the streets together with his brother. Coming into the 2020s, it seems that the beefs of the 06679, aka the Chris World, Trap City and Drill City Alliance, which now included also the Bloodhound clique, were now increasingly beginning to revolve around their oldest enemies, the GD majority sets of the former Lon City, 8-Tray Mob, Evans Mob and Hit Squad, which is likely why they were increasingly dropping rakes for the GDs in their music videos instead of the Ys for TYMB like they had primarily done throughout the 2010s. That would have been back when the beef with TYMB was particularly hot, but still, Vert would aim his disses in his September 2020 song No Dissin' squarely at TYMB and 8-Tray Mob, saying both Die Y for TYMB and F83rd for 8-Tray Mob. However, in his November 2021 remix of Lil Durk's track Piss Me Off, he would rap how it's F the Ops and Young Money, perhaps showing that the beef with TYMB was a much more passive beef now, while the beef with 8-Tray Mob, Evans Mob and Hit Squad was much more active at this time. Some months before the release of that song, on the 1st of March 2021, a very respected 8-Tray Mob member called Clay, real name Darian Cherry, was sitting in his car in the 8-Tray Mob's hood on the 86th Street when another car pulled up next to him and somebody began firing shots from
the victim over here on Calumet. He already coded twice. Get me another unit over here. This might turn into a 0110.
Side. Clay received a gunshot to the mouth and was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center in critical condition. Clay would survive the shooting for the time being, but would remain in hospital fighting for his life. One member from the 8-Tray Mob who would comment on Clay's situation particularly often was a guy called Lil Crew, real name Nyreek Curtis, who was seemingly a very close friend of Clay. Crew was also an aspiring rapper who had been releasing music since at least 2017. Crew would comment on Facebook the very next day how he wasn't going to say too much, perhaps insinuating that he was going to respond by actions and not with words. However, his later post would also make it clear that Clay's situation was weighing heavily on his mind. Crew would also write about a week after Clay had been shot how they were testing their guns on stop signs because the ops weren't outside. And later, he would comment on how the ops had been on their high horse after Clay had been shot, even though they
niggas said we testing our new guns on stop signs because the ops ain't outside.
knew Clay had been sliding on them often. Unfortunately, Clay would eventually succumb to his injuries and pass away in May 2021. And to honor his memory, A-Tray Mob would begin to call their block the Clay Way. Clay's murder has never been solved, but the rumors online have placed the blame on a few different people. One of these, perhaps somewhat surprisingly, being Lil Jeff himself, with some people claiming that this information comes from a reliable source, while others would claim that Clay had in fact been killed by Vert. However, to be absolutely clear, there's seemingly no real evidence to tie either of them to this murder, although they would certainly take part in dissing Clay on social media, and in music, such as on Vert's song Knuck If You Buck that was released on October 2022, where Vert raps how A-Tray Mob thought that Clay's name was ringing in the streets, but now he's irrelevant, as well as dissing another A-Tray Mob member for allegedly getting shot and injured. Unfortunately, Vert and Drill City were soon about to experience a major loss of their own. During his teenage years, Vert had seemingly been particularly close with a guy from Drill City called Ruger, real name Jermaine Darden. Unfortunately, Ruger would be gunned down in Drill City's hood in March 2021, whilst 2 others were wounded. This would be another devastating loss for the people close to him. Q52 would pay his respects to Ruger right after his death, showing that while he might have been absent at this point from the music videos of guys like Vert, he was very much involved in the street side of things. Like Clay before him, the killing of Ruger would also become yet another unsolved murder in Chicago. However, there has certainly been some interesting posts that have come out after his death, one of these being a post from one of the cousins of Clay, who would say how he'd risked his life to get back for Clay. Then, less than a month after Ruger's death, on the 13th of April 2021, at around 7 PM, Lil Crew would be outside the very same 300 block of 86th Street where Clay had been shot at the beginning of March, when someone would open fire at him, striking him in the chest. Crew would then be taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, just like Clay had been, but this time the injuries were immediately too critical, and Crew would be pronounced dead soon after arrival. Yet again, the murder of Crew would go unsolved, but in online spaces such as Reddit, the Jeffologists themselves, who have been rumored to possess an almost otherworldly ability to see the victims of their demigod and his disciples in their crystal balls, have once again pinned this murder on Vert. Some would even claim that Vert himself had gotten shot in the leg before Crew's murder, which he references in an unreleased song. This possibly even being the same shooting where Ruger would die and 2 others would be injured, one of these 2 then possibly being Vert. Vert would also mention Crew in the song Knuck If You Buck, as well as the rapper Don Darius from A-Tray, who was one of the early rappers for the set before he was killed in 2013, saying that he can't go out like Don D and that A-Tray haven't got a get back for Crew and Clay, with at least the implication being that the 06679 were indeed behind the murders of both Crew and Clay. But perhaps the most telling lyrics from Vert are in a lesser known song from early 2022 titled Live or Die by the Chris World rapper Chief 2 Times, now going by the name Big Boss 2 Times, featuring Tero and RB Tasky from Trap City, as well as Vert, who raps in his verse how it's F8 Tray, before specifically mentioning both Crew and Clay, saying how he got them both lit. Yet others have claimed that
that don't mean he killed them, though. You know how these niggas do. They rap about shit they didn't do. So many characters, I lose track of all of them in the traps. Yo, you right. I was thinking the same thing.
Crew was in fact killed by somebody from the Woodlawn set 800, who are known for beefing with in his life around 2020, this being his last year in high school and graduation.
So around what age did you jump off the porch and start hanging out in the streets?
I'm gonna say when I came outside for real, I was like 18 type.
Okay.
I just turned like 18.
However, this certainly doesn't mean that Jeff's childhood was normal by any of broader society standards, as Jeff would also open up to DJU, saying that his father was not in his life growing up, as he too, quote-unquote, stood on business. This perhaps being a reference to Jeffrey Harris Sr.'s alleged time in the streets with the 068 C block.
Let's say back then he wasn't around.
Says acting weird as shit. It's bogus. It's cool. I'm dope, man. He be doing what he do.
So how did that affect you back then, though? Not having pops around.
OG stood on business, so you know, that shit didn't matter for real.
But moreover, as we know now, Jeff's big brother, Jay Boogie, had clearly been in the streets since at least the early 2010s, which would seemingly affect Jeff's life and his experiences growing up significantly.
And I'm doing that. I've been seeing my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I told you I got an older brother, so this ain't nothing new for real. It's the same shit I've been seeing. Everything I was doing, I saw already.
One of these significant moments in the young Jeff's life would of course be witnessing the murder of Kenny Mack. Whilst another incident that affected Jeff growing up was his family house getting shot up with one of the bullets, according to Jeff, whizzing by right next to his head.
So can you tell us like who introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was he showing you the ropes?
Let me tell you, my crib got shot up when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass. The bullet that flew like right past my face. They had shot the back and the front, then they blew the car up and set that on fire. It was busting, I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, they on they Diddy shit, they blew his car up too?
That's what's going on. That almost hit me, though. See what I'm saying, though? Shit like that play a part. All type of just seeing that shit every day. I was seeing it every day, you know what I'm saying? So like everything they was doing, I was seeing that shit all the time. Just like I'm doing right now. It's just I'm a part of it now, so it's definitely.
Now, it's important to remember that while Jeff would seemingly appear in the drill scene almost out of nowhere, he was always the product of his environment, and that environment being one of the most dangerous in the whole of Chicago during the 2010s and beyond. When it comes to Jeff's time in the streets after 2020, when he supposedly got involved with the Bloodhounds heavy through his brother, there's still no shortage of alleged victims that are commonly or less commonly attributed to his supposed double-digit body count, with even the YouTuber who had originally published one of the first supposed body lists of Jeff spinning back with a new video sometime later, this time including only names post-2020. One of the more obscure names on this list of people that Lil Jeff allegedly took the lives of was an alleged member of the crew Hit Squad by the name of Lil Gutter, real name Ronnie L. Sistruk Jr., who would lose his life in 2021 around the same time when the young Bloodhounds such as Vert and Jeff would allegedly be responsible for the deaths of the A-Tray members Clay and crew, with Gutter being shot down on the 13th of May 2021, eerily exactly 1 month after the murder of crew on the 13th of April. Gutter would be caught on the 700 block of 79th Street, this location being a mere 4 minutes walk from the intersection of 79th and Maryland, one of the main spots that Jeff and other Bloodhound members have claimed in their music videos. However, when it comes to any actual proof that Jeff or the Bloodhounds were behind this murder, the evidence seems to be slim to none, with this particular case further muddled by the fact that Hit Squad would have another, much more known member called Gutter too, who would unfortunately also end up losing his life, in this case in 2015, allegedly by the Bloodhound affiliated set MTV 079, whose members have commonly dissed this Gutter over the years too. Another less commonly heard name in this YouTuber's list is an alleged member of the Evans mob called Black, real name Roger Lewis, who was a 33-year-old OG of his block, shot dead in a drive-by whilst driving in March 2022. The only problem with this theory is that Black's alleged killer was in fact charged already the following month in April 2022 and is now serving his sentence for the murder. Also in 2022, Jeff would end up losing someone seemingly very close to him, a man named Jamarian Loston, better known in the streets as J-Mo, who was allegedly part of the 06679 Alliance. There are some rumors that claim that it was this murder that motivated Jeff to catch his first body as revenge, this victim getting allegedly caught outside of a corner store or gas station, as Jeff and other Bloodhounds have implied in several songs. Later on, there would also be some rumors surfacing online that Jeff was supposedly even carrying out contract killings all the way in Milwaukee, with one Chiracologist dropping a picture in the comments of Jeff hanging out with some alleged local gang members from Milwaukee, with this picture being from a music video of the rappers Ghost, 53206, Super Throwed Fay Fay, and K-Rax called Plenty Missed Calls, released in July 2023.
Yeah, he not on it. Lil Jeff not even on the song.
This outfit actually being the very same one that Jeff is wearing in his music video for the song N-Words B12, released on March 2023. In fact, even now, K-Rax still seemingly has Jeff as his profile picture on Instagram, which he likely changed following Jeff's death. Jeff and the other Bloodhounds would also later make several references to doing contract killings and to Milwaukee, with JB Bin Laden rapping in the song Run But Can't Hide that also features Lil Jeff how the Bloodhounds have blood for hire, meaning that they're selling hits too. Whilst Jeff himself would also rap in the song LA Freestyle how someone tripped and got killed, and how he's in Milwaukee like the NBA team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Q52 would claim in the leaked song BH4L how people know that he has bodies from state to state and that he's clapping people in Milwaukee for money. However, while some people on Reddit swear that this is a fact, there seems to be very little actual proof to back up these claims, and it appears that when it comes to the more plausible rumors, these will begin not long after the death of Z Money in March 2023.
It was Zaire. Bro, I was right. Bro, the nigga name is Zaire. Look. Zaire Najee Nelson. Nigga Z Money name was Zaire. I said Zaire first. That's a fact. Niggas, yo, good kid. Probably come from a good family.
With one of the first alleged victims of Jeff following Z Money's murder being a young man called Lil Pooh, real name Pierre Boozer Jr., who hailed from Jeff's old stomping grounds, being allegedly part of the Flipside set who repped the 93rd Street. However, Pooh was seemingly well affiliated in the East Side, with his brother allegedly being part of the 95 mob located in the Princeton Park neighborhood, while Pooh was also, according to some, allegedly affiliated with none other than Trap City, with him even having 067 in his Instagram profile name. However, there's very little to be shown about his affiliations on his social media. To the contrary, there's more to be shown about Pooh's connection with the Bloodhounds, although the reason behind these connections could be either affiliation or rivalry. Whatever the case, at the time of his death, Pooh was seemingly living far away from Flipside, Trap City, or Drill City. City, all the way outside of the borders of Chicago on the 1800 block of 223rd Street in the community of Sauk Village. There, on the 9th of April 2023, a few weeks after the death of Z Money, police would respond to reports of shots fired and find an unresponsive Pooh laying on the front lawn of his home with multiple gunshot wounds, and his death would soon be ruled a homicide. Unfortunately, it seems that from the beginning, the police had very little to go on to solve Pooh's murder, and they would end up reaching out to the public in the hope that they would receive some clues or witnesses might step
in this shooting.
The very next day, on the 26th of June, Jeff, together with JB and Q50, would drop their remix to Lil Yachty's popular track Coffin, reusing the beat and making their own version of the song with the same name. The song and music video had obviously been made a long time before Lil's death, but the timing of the drop is still pretty interesting given the title of this track, Coffin. And the music video for Coffin begins with Q50 showing an old video of Z Money to the camera as the title of the song is placed on top of it, and the video ends with Q50 making a Z hand sign to the camera, showing that the death of Z Money was certainly playing a major role in their lives at this point, while in the lyrics, Lil Jeff largely continues his usual
I got that Glock with a switch and a Drake. If you tweet, you get shot in your face.
Talking about
original lyrics, man.
Toting switches and Dracos and killing his ops with face shots, as well as saying how their ops are sneak dissing and throwing subliminals, before ending his verse by saying how he might rob a rapper next while showing 2 bust-down watches fully flooded with diamonds on his arm. The implication seemingly being that Jeff was already deep in his habit of robbing people of their watches at this point, with him even rapping that he might rob a rapper that just signed a record deal. And for the record, these watches are serious licks. These aren't vintage Datejust that we're talking about. The 2 watches being shown off in this video are serious pieces. One is an iced out Rolex Day-Date, which would be worth at least $33,000 if real, and the other appears to be a fully iced out Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph with Arabic numerals. Now, I'm not saying that this watch is definitely fake, but I did do a lot of digging and I couldn't find a single listing for an AP in two-tone with the same dial layout and the Arabic numerals like the one Jeff's wearing in this video. Like, I couldn't find one at all. It doesn't exist. But I did find very similar configurations to the watch that Jeff's wearing, going for around $50,000 to $70,000. Perhaps it's an AP that's been customized, or perhaps it's fake, as I did find a very similar looking fake one for less than $600. But anyway, after dropping the song Coffin, Jeff would take a few months long hiatus from dropping new music, but he would still remain active on social media. During one Instagram live from this period that's still available online, Jeff describes how they are the reason their ops are dead or in a wheelchair, before Q50 notices someone who appears to be from Trap City commenting on the live how Jeff and Q50 are sharing the same Marnie mask, to which Q50 reacts by beginning to clap his hands, while putting on a smile that can only be described as devious, giving Jeff a run for his money for the #1 Joker of Chirac.
We the reason they in a wheelchair, they got shot or they brought a man.
Hey, who you talking about, boy?
Hey.
We was just talking on the phone and we was just cool, so who the fuck you talking about?
They said we sharing a Marnie mask. So first grade, we just had a mask that we, you know. That's the hat.
What the fuck is that? That's the hat.
It's just like this.
The clapping of hands would eventually become somewhat of a trademark for Q50 when referring to killing ops or getting back for Z Money.
Y'all move out here. Everybody probably see y'all got the Z Money tattoo on your face. It's probably real noticeable.
You know that. You see, that's that related. That's that get back for my man.
That's that get back for my man. That's that get back for my man.
Y'all basically let us know who that is too. We see y'all keep his name alive every chance y'all get.
That's cuz. That's our cousin, folks. Yeah, folks cousin.
You see for them, see them.
Real sandbox, baby.
Does know like the impact he had on the hood that he.
You see it tattoo on my face. You see that? Hey, look, relentless.
His brothers.
That's like that. Look, hey, look. The same I cried about, you know.
Anyway, more Trap City members would soon enter the chat.
He said the same shit I cried about, niggas died about.
Aiming their disses particularly at Q50, saying how he just came outside in 2020, and pointing out that he has Z Money tatted on his face but hasn't even known him for over 5 years, as well as saying that he used to be just a gamer, to which Q50 would once again respond simply by clapping at the camera.
Hey, why do niggas talk about niggas running? For ain't no ever have you running, folks.
Hey, look though, folks.
They got no money on these racks, man. Hey, hold on. Even if folks came outside yesterday, guess what?
What they say, I can't see no.
A lot of I ain't even gonna bap.
Alright, the comments, they said Quill just came outside, got that man on my dick, on my L's. Come on now. On first grade, I've been just, no.
Hey, L's, your ass just started doing
This back and forth would only intensify, with Vert now addressing Trap City explicitly, while Q50 would reminisce about the times that he allegedly made Trap City members run, before the discussion would eventually turn to Lil, with Jeff saying how he can't even smoke with you if you don't smoke Lil.
I wasn't even talking about them good. They had some goofy to me now, because I wasn't even talking about them. I ain't even said that about 67. They had some straight peons from me. They did it themselves. I wasn't even talking about them. They came trying to come into my life and be funny. Yeah, folks used to ride horses. Why you talking about some this, that? You know all that.
Nigga said used to ride horses. That's crazy.
I see where it is. What it is, what is that? 80 of them want to be so cool with 67, and that's what it is. I see that. Oh, man.
They say I woke up, started spinning. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's a compliment. Hey, Ills, on my dear grandmother grave, please go stand on your block right now and I'll finish show you just like I did. No.
Yeah.
So, folks, can we get half that list last
Nigga told him, you never seen me on a horse, merchant on your daughter.
today? Off that Lil?
I don't even know, so
If you don't want to smoke Lil, I ain't trying to match. I ain't gonna lie. Let's play a new. If you ain't smoking my eyes, I can't smoke your eyes.
Then, after taking almost half a year break from dropping new music, Jeff would come out with a new song and music video together with Vert in late December 2023, a track titled Stretched. In the song, Jeff ends his verse by rapping how he caught one of his ops in a bowl, this more specifically meaning a fishbowl, which is a reference to somebody being caught in a car with windows that are not tinted, making them an easy target, with this obviously seeming like a clear reference to the fact that Lil was caught in a parked rideshare car. Jeff would later make the same fishbowl reference during one of his IG lives, saying how he's trying to catch a shark in a shark tank.
I caught a in a fishbowl. Trying to see if you would catch a big shark in a fish tank.
And a few months later, in March 2024, the Trap City and Lil dissing would continue as Jeff and Vert released a song and music video titled FTO, a common abbreviation for F the Ops. And on the song, Vert first raps how his old friends have become his ops now, before Jeff comes in, starting his verse with a wild opening line, saying that he left 7 people dead in his city, and this time dissing Lil by name, saying how he's not giving any passes and anyone lacking is getting smoked, before saying how they're smoking on a Lil pack. Later that same month, Jeff and JB Bin Laden would release their song and music video titled Run But Can't Hide, where Jeff raps just like Vert in the previous song that he's now beefing with guys that he used to be so close with that they used to sleep in the same bed. This would be almost word for word the same thing that Jeff's mother would allegedly tell him in a text message, where she appeared to praise him for the murders he was doing in the streets and appearing to be in awe of her son's violent reputation, saying, "Go ahead, son, your name ringing bells in the streets." I said, "Is that my boy?" And going on to say that she loves to see him sliding on the kids who slept in the same bed as him as a child. With this,
that's crazy. This nigga mama told him that. His mama told him, "I love to see you sliding on the same kids you slept with as a child."
Saying that she loves to see him sliding on the kids who slept in the same bed as him as a child. With this old Instagram story from Jeff showing their supposed text exchange with his mother going viral after his death and even getting reactions from channels like No Jumper. Dissing Lil and Trap City had now become a common occurrence in the Bloodhound's music and would continue like clockwork. In the song No Tomorrow by Q50, Jeff and a rapper called FG Red dropped with a music video in April 2024. Q50 raps how he calls the last dead op from the 67th, aka Trap City, an Uber pack. And this was once again followed by that same month with Jeff's solo song Tony Montana, where Jeff raps how they're killing their ops while the ops are throwing up L's. This once again seemingly being a direct reference to Lil, as Jeff and the Bloodhounds would also make it their habit following the death of Lil to drop L's as a diss to him. In the song 333 by Lil Jeff, Q50, and the honorary Bloodhound member Lil Scoom from a set called The Burly Boys, that would first appear online in May 2024, but would later be released after Jeff's death, together with a music video. Jeff would once again seemingly reference catching Lil inside of a car, saying how Lil saw him and realized he was stuck. Even after his death, new songs would keep coming out, where Jeff references catching someone in a drive-share car, such as one song that was aptly titled Lift, that seemingly leaked shortly after his death, where Jeff raps how he makes his ops disappear like magic and that somebody shouldn't have been driving in that lift. Jeff himself would also acknowledge that he was dissing Lil in almost every song on his posthumous album, Stepping in Blood, on the song In Your Home. There's also some rumors that Q50 had in fact gotten shot in the leg not long before the murder of Lil, possibly by Trap City, with Jeff and Q50 sometimes seemingly referencing this in their songs. Meanwhile, Trap City members were mourning their loss, with even respected older members like OTF Black and Trap City Rob changing their Facebook profile pictures to pictures of Lil soon after his death. However, the death of Lil would also hit very close to home for even Jeff himself due to his father being from the area that's now part of Trap City. And following his passing, many people who were seemingly close to Jeff's father would post their tributes to Lil. The rapper Tero, who used to be close with Vert before the beef between Drill City and Trap City, would also make a tribute to Lil in late 2023, saying how he wished he could get him back, to which Jeff would troll Tero by liking the post with an emoji that's hugging a heart. No wonder then that the very next day, Tero would repost another picture of him with Lil, this time with a message implying that the next year, the Bloodhounds were going to go extinct. This post now seemingly eerily prophetic, giving what would indeed take place in 2024. But before 2023 would come to a close, 2 other people would lose their lives under mysterious circumstances, with these 2 becoming the latest victims of Lil Jeff, according to online rumors. In the early morning hours of November the 1st, 2023, a man and a woman were inside a parked car on the 8300 block of South Dorchester Avenue, which is in Mixed Mob's Hood. These 2 were known in the streets as Lil Deuce, real name Donado Buford, allegedly from a set called Foster Park, located in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, located in the far south side. And he was with an infamous female gangster known as D.
She cute. Damn, don't tell me they killed her too. Like, don't tell me she had to be a casualty of war too. This video 3 hours, damn. Yeah, but I'm gonna skip through it though. We're not gonna be here for 3 hours, I promise.
Money, real name Desiree McGee, who is allegedly affiliated with numerous sets, including the infamous Woodlawn sets like STL EBT, Jaro City.
Oh, she's right there with my nigga FBG Duck.
And Taekwon World, as well as the E-Block Hardaway set from the east side that Wooski's brother Lowski was part of. While the 2 were sitting in the vehicle, the car was reportedly approached by 2 suspects who would open fire on D-Money and Lil Deuce, shooting D-Money once whilst hitting Deuce multiple times in the chest, with both of them being transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where they would unfortunately both be pronounced dead.
We're told it was around 12:39 Wednesday morning when a 19-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman were sitting inside of a parked vehicle. Police are saying the 2 suspects fired shots, hitting the 19-year-old man multiple times in his chest. The 25-year-old woman was shot once in her torso. Both were taken to UFC emergency room where they were pronounced dead. As of right now, no one is in custody, but Area 3 detectives are now investigating this. If you have any information that could lead to an arrest, police would like you to contact them immediately. For now, we're here in the Mary Nook neighborhood. I'm Glenn Marshall, WGN News.
This is another one of the rumors regarding Jeff's alleged body count that seems to have very little proof going for it, and many drill fans on places like Reddit and Chiracology have seemed either confused about this rumor or have straight up denied it, with one of the few pieces of evidence used to justify this claim being a post made by Jeff on April 2024 when he would quote an unreleased King Von song whilst adding 10 emojis after the lyrics, with many fans considering this as Jeff literally listing all 10 of his supposed victims, with number 7 of the emojis being a so-called woman's hat emoji. This emoji then supposedly being a reference to D-Money. Interestingly, Jeff would actually seemingly go back and edit this caption, switching the hat emoji to a princess emoji, making it even more obvious that he was indeed seemingly referring to a female victim.
Wow.
The so-called rescue worker's helmet emoji next to it, on the other hand, is much more open for interpretation, with one possible option being that the emoji's red color actually refers to the Black Pea Stones, who were known to rep the color red, with Foster Park, where Lil Deuce was from, actually being a Black Pea Stone stronghold. Or alternatively, Deuce could be symbolized by the crown emoji on either side of the princess emoji, crown being one of the symbols used by the People's Nation gang alliance that the Black Pea Stones belongs to. In fact, in a tribute video for Lil Deuce posted on his Instagram story after his death, his family can be seen putting crown decorations on top of a cake for his 20th birthday. Following the death of D-Money, Jeff would also boast on social media how the Bloodhounds were killing everyone, including women and kids.
Hey, Lil Fredo, what you want, Lil Cuz? I still love you, folk, but it's like my little brother feel how he feel, and I'm around with him right or wrong or dead wrong, you know that. So it is what it is, folk. I wish y'all the best of luck, but we do spank ass, and you know this personally. For real, for real. We really kill kids.
What? A weird thing for a mom to say, no doubt. That's a fact. If the mama said that, she's goofy as hell. That's a fact. Super goofy.
If it get to that point, it'll make me mad enough, mamas will start getting all type of my shit known, right? My shit really up, them purse fuck with my head, face ass, neck ass, back ass.
It's also worth noting that D-Money was seemingly close with numerous members of Trap City and would do stuff like promote their music and wish them a happy birthday on their social media. Moreover, some people close to D-Money, such as the rapper Flame, who is also from the SDL, EBT, Jaro City and Taekwon World areas, would seemingly diss Lil Jeff following his death. There was also seemingly some kind of connection between Jeff and Lil Deuce, as the two were actually following each other on Instagram. But while these two victims seem like wild rumors at best, the next two are commonly believed to be the work of Jeff and the other Bloodhounds, with these two victims in many ways launching Jeff into the spotlight and helping him rise to become one of the most infamous names in modern Chicago drill, as well as being one of the most ruthless shootings the west side of Chicago had ever seen. To understand the events that would take place in early 2024, we likely have to go all the way back to the early days of the Young Bloodhounds. As I mentioned before, out of the three main rappers associated...
Who that is? Dre. That's another one of the guys.
He by himself, man. I don't think brother, all the way on the other end, brother. On the other end, he by himself. Dre.
Hey, tell him go up, man. I need some loose leaf, man.
Hey, this I for the guest I got him in the big trail. Come up, get him,
Hey, y'all already know my name, Dre. Zah, they call me Zah, smoke your dumb like some Zah. They say I don't stop smoking like some Zah.
Later, in the same vlog, BKN members can be seen hanging out inside a hallway of one of their buildings when Monty gets a FaceTime call from none other than Lil Jeff, with the energy between the two seeming tense, as Monty begins by asking Jeff where that J at, meaning jewelry, before showing off a watch on his wrist to the camera and saying again, let me see the J's, whilst also telling Jeff that they're all right here while showing his posse, as well as someone asking either Jeff or someone else how much their watch is costing, with the main member of the vlog, rapper Puda, seemingly wholly uninterested in including Jeff in their vlog.
Shit on my big cousin show. 2 feet B-No, yeah, really the whole 4L gang. Like, I with the whole 4L. Shout out Young Nudie and my cousin too. All my folk down there in the 8. It going on for real.
You ain't gotta buy your man like you with like entry wise like shit.
Really, like, I ain't gonna lie, twin. Like,
look, man, we got J.L. man.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie.
Put that J in there.
Look, only artist I really wanna with right now, probably Big 30, goddamn.
How much that is on y'all wrist right there, man?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Only 6 days after the release,
the nigga trying to get his clout off. He like, what? Yeah. Dave, welcome to the chat, brother. How you feeling tonight, gang? Welcome to the chat.
Of this vlog, on Friday the 26th of January, 2024, Monty and another...
He said, this little Jeff nigga I've been telling you about. Damn, I ain't know.
Member of BKN or Jungle called Lil Rob, real name Robert Boston, would be attending the Innovations High School located in downtown Chicago, more specifically in an area called Loop. And then, close to 12:30 p.m, Monty and Lil Rob, together with other students, were seemingly heading out of the school, likely going on their lunch break, with one exit being next to the Washington or Warbush L train station, a very busy location, particularly during the lunch hour. Soon after exiting the school building, 2 cars would suddenly pull up with several masked shooters hopping out of the cars and opening fire towards Monty and Lil Rob. After the shooting was over, someone standing on the train platform above the street level would capture the truly disturbing scene of the last moments of the 2 young boys who had been shot, whilst their friends and members of the public crowd around them in sheer shock, with some attempting to do what little they could to try and save their lives. Unfortunately, there was nothing to be done, and both Monty and Lil Rob were later pronounced dead in the Northwestern Memorial Hospital, while a third unrelated victim would be grazed in her jacket, the bully fortunately missing her body. Not long after the shooting, the area would be bustling with local media who would interview witnesses that had seen or heard the shooting, including the woman who had just nearly missed getting shot herself.
Went through my arm, but...
During that shooting, Berenice Vargas says she was grazed with one of the bullets.
I heard like 4 shots, and that was all super anxious and sad, and I was afraid that it hit me too by accident.
Another witness would describe the shots being let off, sounding like a firecracker, perhaps meaning that at least one of the shooters was using a switch on their pistol.
Like a firecracker, you know, like a something like a firecracker, you know, like a 10-15 shot.
Sound like a switchy.
Local shopkeeper Mohammed Ashik describes diving for cover as bullets were flying, witnessing the aftermath, an emotional scene unfolding right in front of him.
Everybody looking right and left, you know, over there has a people crying, you know, kids crying, you know.
All of this happening near Innovations High School, where the 2 boys were students. Crisis responder Andrew Holmes speaking with the boys' families Friday night.
The 16-year-old just had a smile, that he kept a smile. The 17-year-old, you know, he was just trying to work hard to just go into the trade business.
Holmes furious, like many other community members, about the brazen events that unfolded. He says one of those boys would be celebrating a birthday in just weeks.
You have no right to take another person's life like that. And you know, this is a brutal way This is cold-blooded murder.
Mayor Brandon Johnson responding to the shooting, writing, quote, "My deepest condolences to their families and the Innovations High School community as they grapple with unimaginable pain and trauma caused by this senseless act of violence."
In the aftermath, even the mayor of Chicago would comment on the senselessness of this attack, and the situation was so serious that it would actually be covered citywide on numerous Chicago news reports, including ABC 7 Chicago.
As two families and a community mourn the slaying of the teens, Chicago police continue their search for the gunman responsible for the brazen downtown daylight ambush that claimed the boys' lives. It appears to be business as usual just a day after two teens are gunned down in front of their downtown high school. Many of the bullet-riddled windows have been boarded up following the slaying of 16-year-old Robert Boston and 17-year-old Monterio Williams. Friends say the boys knew each other, and so did their families. Investigators say both teens were shot and killed Friday afternoon near Wabash and Washington Streets as they left school with a group of friends. The teens were students at CPS Charter School Innovations High School. That's when witnesses say a dark-colored car and a dark-colored SUV pulled up and masked gunmen got out and opened fire. Authorities say while some of the attackers got away in the vehicles, at least two of them ran away. The wounded students were rushed to an area hospital where they both were pronounced dead. Investigators call the attack isolated and are combing through security camera video from the area. So far, no one is in custody and no arrests have been made. Police are asking anyone with any information to contact Area 3 police detectives.
Already on the night of the 26th, the police would also give a press briefing on the investigation so far, showing that the CPD was likely taking this case much more seriously than an average South or West Side shooting due to the extremely central location of this double murder.
First of all, I'd like to start out by offering our condolences on behalf of Superintendent Snelling and the Chicago Police Department to the two families that were touched by this senseless act of violence today. Approximately 12:25 today, several students were exiting the Innovations High School when two cars pulled up and a group of individuals exited said vehicles, fired multiple times, striking two of the teenage students of Innovations High School. These individuals were taken to Northwestern Hospital where they succumbed to their injuries. So we'd like to actually say again that our thoughts and prayers are with the families of these two students.
Bro, two homicides of two kids under the age of 18.
We're asking the public, it's very early in the investigation, but if anybody has any information, we'd ask them to call Area 3 Detective Division at 312-744-8261. Can also be reached in email at tipcpd.com. At this time, it appears that a group of approximately 6 students were exiting, and there's no confrontation. Like I said, several individuals exited 2 vehicles, approached the group, and fired multiple times. At this time, it's still very early in the investigation. It's just several individuals exited those vehicles where the gunfire erupted. There was an individual, a woman that was walking by. Her jacket was grazed. No medical treatment was sought, and she's talking with the area detectives right now. She was not a student, no.
And these teens are Innovation High School, or were Innovation High School?
Yes.
What do you tell us about their ages?
17 years old and 16. At this time, we believe it to be an isolated incident. You know, wherever the tragedy like this strikes in the city, it's heartbreaking for the families and everybody affected by it. It's a tragedy no matter where it happens.
That's a fact. Bang the like, people. Bang the like. Bang the like for your boy. Appreciate you, 88. My
but
dog.
Down here, as the students were exiting, we believe it's, like I said, an isolated incident, and that there's no danger in the area continuing. We believe one to be a dark-colored sedan and an SUV. At this time, no one is in custody at this time.
Astonishingly, despite this seemingly being a targeted Hitman-style execution taking place in one of the most central locations in Chicago in broad daylight, there would seemingly not be any possible suspects in the aftermath of the shooting. But there would certainly be a whole lot of dissing going on, particularly towards Monty, with members of the Bloodhounds also taking part in this on social media. And it seems that in the week following the shooting, there may have been some get-back shootings happening too, because in early February, Jeff would post on his Instagram how his ops had lost their mind and were killing innocent people. Jeff would also seemingly get a new tattoo around this time of 10 teardrops falling down his neck, the message being that he had now officially updated his body count to 10 murders. But perhaps most notably, 2 of these teardrops appeared to be connected to each other, with many people believing that these 2 connected teardrops actually referenced Lil Rob and Monty's murders. Meanwhile, BKN were also seemingly dissing Jeff with a rapper called Get Back Dot, dropping a music video for his song Lost My Mind, also in the beginning of February, where 2 watches are shown together with the song title, these watches being clearly different from the earlier video, supposedly showing BKN members flexing Jeff's watches, yet seemingly very similar to the other 2 watches that Jeff had displayed on his second Instagram, with this suggesting to me that he hadn't got the watches back, but had at the very least upgraded or kept a much better pair of watches. However, the next move from Jeff would be the mother lode of apparent self-snitching that would end up arguably changing changing his whole career trajectory, as on the 16th of February 2024, exactly 3 weeks after the shooting that claimed the lives of Monty and Lil Rob, Jeff Wood released his biggest song to date, a track titled Ah, together with a music video that now has almost 2 million views. The video begins with the Bloodhound showing off their full gun arsenal, before Jeff begins his confession, verse, starting by saying how he's toting a 10 milli and that his gun has some recoil, before saying, then people did what they did and therefore had to pay the consequences. He then proceeds to explain how he still hops out of the car when he's doing hits and also drives the car because he's so thirsty to catch his ops, before saying that you would think he's lying if he told you about all the things he did in the streets. But Jeff was only getting warmed up, because he then proceeds to state that when he speaks, it's only fact, and that his supposed victim was screaming, ah, when he got hit, and how this person had been acting tough online, but was now laying on the floor. This was another jaw-dropping lyric when you consider the fact that in the footage of Lil Rob and Monty, after they've been shot, lying on the floor, you can actually hear one of them screaming, ah. Jeff then puts the icing on the cake by rapping how he just walked into the lid store to buy 2.
Nah, that's crazy. Niggas said they was screaming, ah. And that's why he named the song, ah. Them Bloodhound niggas crazy. Lil Jeff was taking niggas watches too. Wow.
Hats. A hat of the ice was another jaw-dropping lyric when you consider the fact that in the footage of Lil Rob and Monty, after they've been shot, lying on the floor, you can actually hear one of them screaming, ah. Jeff then puts the icing on the cake by rapping how he just walked into the lid store to buy 2 hats. A hat, of course, being slang for catching a body and murdering someone, going on to say that he's really stepping in blood, which would eventually become the name of his posthumous debut album, before explaining how his victims didn't get a chance to run, so can't say that he tripped, and that Jeff and his buddies hopped out with 4 guns and 2 people got hit. Jeff then further continues by saying that he has lost his Draco, so he's going to have to use a switch on his pistol, and that before they were his ops, they were his fans. And the verse just keeps on going, with Jeff then rapping how somebody's best friend died and he wishes that he was dead with him, but it won't take too long until he's also dead, because Jeff is a madman who can't stop chasing and killing his ops, before explaining that they got the drop on their ops and spin the block, which would indeed seemingly be the only way that an attack like the one pulled off on Monty and Lil Rob could even be pulled off. Jeff would say that his favorite ops got killed, and he then appears to forget for a moment that he was in the middle of a confession, or perhaps he simply begins to reminisce about his earlier crimes, as he then lays down some bars about taking cops on high-speed chases and how he refused to fight and will just kill you. He explains how he loves robbing people for their jewelry, particularly watches, as well as being so thirsty that he might even take your socks off your feet, as well as saying that he'll pull up on the
right, see, he making sure niggas know he taking watches
side of your car and kill you right there. Jeff then continues saying how he's the top op and known for putting his victims on Fox News, with the local Fox 32 Chicago channel also being one of the first news outlets that reported on the killing of Monty and Lil Rob.
We begin with breaking news. 2 high school students killed in a Chicago Loop shooting.
Jeff then finally ends the song by saying that he is indeed everything that they say he is, a slimy guy who will walk you down before killing you, before shouting out Q50 and sending a stern message to all his ops that they better watch their mouths when talking about Jeff. But of course, Jeff was only getting started with the dissing with this song, and he would soon continue disrespecting his ops on social media, where even Shoebox Baby from O Block would comment on his live, questioning how come Jeff suddenly has so many views, asking him if he's a rapper now, while Jeff would rap lyrics from his Ah song before noticing that a BKN member was commenting how Jeff was going to die, with Jeff then dissing BKN, saying how sending threats had gotten Sav killed.
And you claiming Lil T work? You crazy.
This being a possible reference to a 17-year-old boy from Jungle's neighborhood called Ray Sav, real name Raekwon Williams. He was killed in 2016 and had seemingly been even close to Vert in the past, as well as saying that sending threats had also got Lil Rob killed, the implication likely being that Lil Rob had died due to Monty's actions.
And that's why Sav ass dead now, because y'all ass sending threats and I get your mans. You send threats like that, and then your homie go get up. Now you gonna merch it on him next. Now it's on Drake. Now it's on Lil Rob. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on all these new ass.
Jeff would also then begin to diss a young alleged BKN member called Baby Do It, real name Kadoni Smith Jr., who was found shot to death inside of a burning car in December 2023 at only 15 years old, with this murder allegedly being a get back for Monty killing 2 equally young boys from a rival set.
They put y'all shorty in the trunk and set his ass on fire. Now look, I ain't that man. I ain't got pissed out like that jet. Whoa. They burnt this to hell. They said this quick. Boy, I let better go play somewhere for it.
Still in February, Jeff would also post a picture of himself smoking on 2 blunts at 2:20 p.m, with the Chiracologists, who were now beginning to turn into full-blown Lil Jeffologists, commenting why couldn't he wait until that time was 2:22 p.m. to make the message even more obvious, with everybody now seemingly involved in this inside joke that Jeff was sharing about allegedly killing 2 high school students. Jeff's apparent self-snitching about the case would only become more brazen as time went on, and in April, he would once again do what appeared to be either a semi-confession or alternatively an example of Jeff reaching a level of trolling as promotion that resembled a true work of art, as Jeff's music was now beginning to reach some noticeable popularity, not least due to the rumors of him being behind this brazen double murder.
All kids, they down. I'm done giving kids passes. It's a wrap. You know that if I feel
like, why jump on the internet and say that about kids? All kids, no passes. Like, what are you talking about?
If I get mad enough, the will start happening. And y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week and poof, gotta go. After that one, poof, I came back. Poof.
In April, he would make the now infamous Instagram post of him holding a picture of 2 hats with the description supposedly symbolizing each of his victims with a different emoji, with the last 2 emojis being those of a graduation cap, another rather obvious reference to the fact that Monty and Lil Rob were killed while leaving their high school. Also, seemingly around this time, Jeff would post a cryptic story on IG of his phone screen with the date 13th of January, which would have been almost exactly 2 weeks before the murders of Monty and Lil Rob. In the story, Jeff says that he never wants to feel like he felt that day, and that after whatever happened that day, he made a promise to himself never to forget, and that it's been 4 months since he stood on business, plus then some. Vert 2 was seemingly participating in dissing, releasing a song and music video.
That's really taking self-snitching to the next level. You giving dates and shit?
Titled Out West, with Vert, of course, seemingly having a long and personal connection with the West Side sets, Jungle and BKN, that had now come to an end, just like his long affiliation with Trap City had come to a close the previous year. In the song, Vert raps how he's not too cocky to ask his friends for help before seemingly dissing Jungle and BKN for trying to beef with him whilst their homies had been killed, and specifying how he had been just chilling and kicking back when hearing who had gotten killed, this perhaps being a reference to Monty. Vert dedicating an entire song to allegedly dissing his old friends from the West Side seems to point to his involvement in whatever took place between the Bloodhounds and BKN, which is also something that members from Trap City, including his former friend Tiro, would later indicate during his vlog with X-Man Rico.
And the reason I was saying that too though, because some things unforgivable. For like one thing I wanted to ask you, because bro said this happened over a chain. People was reaching out trying to have me do a story, tell me about Bert got robbed and something like that, and that's how the beef started.
You got robbed by who?
I don't know who did it, but they say Vert got robbed and shot.
Nah, he ain't talking about that. He talking about when Vert. Oh, out west?
He did get poked?
I don't know. I heard they got something happened to him. Yeah, I heard for sure them took their ass. I was locked up, folks. So I was saying, I was just heading to the county. I was in the county. But got robbed and Tino through the grapevine. You doing? Straight got back on phone now.
Got back.
Straight got back. For sure.
In between the dissing, Jeff was also increasingly boasting about his other favourite hobby together with Q50. This hobby, of course, being allegedly robbing people for their jewellery, particularly watches. With this boasting almost seemingly also getting mixed in with slick disses towards BKN. Jeff and Q50 would even proudly show their bounties during Instagram lives, even showing pictures of their alleged victim, a man called 6300 Bredo, and their bloody hands wearing the stolen watches.
I'm gonna show y'all who you got it. I'm mad. It wasn't him, but it was his number. I'm gonna show y'all. Look, first he had on. It's them right here. Ooh, now 60 he ain't had none of this. What a burst was that? Man, look, we exposing this. Show that dick.
We got an AP already, Storm.
I'm having my way in Chicago, Illinois.
Now we got another road.
Hey man, get them people that shit back. Like
nigga said, get them people that shit back.
Down the line of green. That's it, $10 that cost him his whole hustle career. Everything he worked hard for, the cost lost out.
He tried to.
Hey, look, y'all. You said take this picture. I was about now. Oh, weed. I got blood on them diamonds and I still wore it. This part of my tattoo. They don't know if that's a tattoo or a ring. Nah, they ain't no. The Bloodhounds feel like they the only ones exist in the rack. You might as well. You know, I don't know other but the guy.
This alleged watch incident with Bredo would allegedly even lead to something way more serious, as not long after, a member called Slide from his TMC set would allegedly get shot in the head, his exact condition after this alleged shooting remaining a mystery, while Jeff and Q50 would once again hop on social media to mercilessly troll their ops, even saying that Jeff's 11th body was now pending.
On my dead grandmother's head, his somewhere on the deathbed, down, if not dead, down this moment. Shit got hit in his brain. Got hurt. He can't even talk to y'all. He can't even...
Bro, this nigga going crazy, bro. A demon time or dummy time. Or 1 and 2. Yeah, both of them, bro. This is dumb. You gotta be dumb as hell to even talk like this, bro. Who does this?
Q50 would once again hop on social media to mercilessly troll their ops, even saying that Jeff's 11th body was now pending.
On my dead grandmother's head is somewhere on the deathbed, down, if not dead, down this moment. Shit got hit in his brain. Got hurt. He can't even talk to y'all. He can't even tell you how he feel right now. He don't even know. He's supposed to be 11 right now, but I'm 10.
Disrespectful.
In one ominous live, Jeff would also say how they weren't expecting him to make it to 2024, but that he's made it with a new watch on his wrist, before once again saying how he's up 10 bodies.
They say I wasn't supposed to make it to New Year's. I done made it to a new year with a new watch. These hate me. I done made it to a new year with an AP. I love the new year. I'm so happy I made it. I done made it.
Icy.
Yeah. Let me.
That shit definitely icy, that watch he got on.
Make it now. I'm icy. They can't take it. I'm up 10. I need some more. Play that real quick.
In this same live, Jeff would also tell how he's taking his fans to killing school, but all the applicants need to have at least 2 bodies under their belts, mentioning how he's putting this limit in place as a tradition, which seems to be yet another reference to Monty and Lil Rob, as well as referring to the infamous King Von lyric where he says that you're not a true killer unless you've got 2 bodies.
I'm taking this to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. You ain't got shit. I can't work with no beginners, folks. You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, cause y'all know why I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything, you gotta have 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them to come to school. You just gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, I'm smoking your. Nah, I'm just playing. I'ma have to though, cause now it's like I just thought you was ready and you laughed. Now I gotta kill you and throw you over there in the lake. I'm about to water.
Jeff was clearly feeling himself, and he would also seemingly start and intensify beefs with numerous other people and sets.
This little nigga wanted to die or go to jail, that's a fact.
800, a snake, OTV, a whole low end. Nah. Yeah. Hey, shorty, Mike, y'all, that's different. Yeah. You niggas, Chicago, matter of fact, the city, all y'all too, watching me. Bam too, fuck retarded too.
One of these being another popular Chicago rapper, YFG Fatso, who Jeff would often diss on social media.
Fatso, he ain't no shit. That little boy better play his part. You know that?
This would seemingly even lead to a false rumor in April that Jeff had been killed, which Fatso would allegedly help spread, with the drill expert Squid Ape then making a post on his Instagram debunking these rumors. But anyway, things had also been happening in the streets closer to home, as in March 2024, a well-respected Trap City OG called Lil D, real name Delegance Crawl, had been killed following an argument during an insane shootout where Lil D was also able to shoot his killer, before another man would take his gun and chase his killer down and shoot him some more. Despite Trap City and Drill City and the Bloodhound still being in deadly beef, both Jeff and Vert would pay their respects to Lil D on social media, showing how mixed up the friendships, alliances and rivalries had gotten at this point between these two factions. A few months later, another tragedy would strike when another OG, 36-year-old man named Tyrone McClinton, would lose his life. Better known in the streets as TY, Ty, or G-Ty, he was allegedly from the infamous set NLMB that are closely affiliated with Drill City, with some even theorizing whether the hit on Monty and Lil Rob had been done by the Bloodhounds together with the younger members from NLMB who go by the name Shorty Mob. Ty would be killed in Drill City's hood as he and 2 other men were approached by 4 suspects who would open fire, injuring the 2 other men whilst killing Ty. Someone would even allegedly post a security camera footage of the shooting, showing shooters surprising Ty and others from behind the corner. The location where the shooting happened is at the very heart of Drill City's hood, on the intersection of 79th Street and Cottage Grove. This location, particularly a liquor store there called Happy, being known as a particularly dangerous location, and following Ty's death, that liquor store would be closed for good. According to some Chiraq archaeologists, the shooting that would lead to Ty's death would in fact be about the beef between Drill City and BKN, with some even claiming that the shooters were actually out there looking for Jeff himself. But as of right now, the case remains open, and there is seemingly very little to go off to verify any of these claims. Meanwhile, Jeff's career was now truly taking off, and he was grabbing the attention of many local YouTubers, with On a Couch TV being the first to drop an interview with Jeff and the Bloodhounds on the 8th of May, the interview being filmed at the Grand Crossing Park in Drill City's hood. And this interview would include numerous quotables, including On a Couch asking about some watches having gone missing, to which the Bloodhounds reply by saying that they have no idea about any watches, whilst Q50 adds that Jeff doesn't even like watches.
They definitely wanted me to ask you, like, do y'all be safe out here? It was some situation they wanted me to ask about, like with some watches or something came up missing.
About who?
Like somebody or some watch or something from over here probably got took or something.
I don't know nothing about no watches, but that's all you talk about in your lives. Jeff was ignorant little nigga. Patting his head, right? Shit sad how he was moving. Boy will be boys until it's too late for them to become men. One of the two, that's true.
Don't even like watches, man. We take that for.
The conversation then turns to Z-Money, with Jeff and Q50 showing off their Z-Money tattoos before Q50 starts his trademark clapathon, and describing the get back for Z-Money as relentless, before adding that the same things they cried about, their ops died about.
So how do y'all move out here? Everybody probably see y'all got the Z-Money tattoo on your face. It's probably real noticeable.
You know that. You see, that's that related. That's that get back for my man.
That's that get back for my man. That's that get back for my man.
Y'all basically let us know who that is too. We see y'all keep his name alive every chance y'all get.
That's cuz. That's our cousin, folks. Yeah, folks' cousin.
You see photos, see it on Facebook.
Real sandbox, baby.
Let us know like the impact he had on the hood that he.
You see it tattooed on my face. You see that? Hey, look, relentless. Relentless.
It's brothers.
That's like that. Look, hey, look. The same I cried about, you know.
On a Couch would also note to Jeff that a lot of their songs had been getting leaked lately, before saying that fans have been telling him to ask Jeff about a song called Die Els, the song name being of course another reference to Lil, before Lil Scoom steps in front of the camera and starts rapping the lyrics to Jeff's hit song, Ah.
And you popping right now, man. A lot of people been experiencing links like Lil Scoom, everybody, they been leaking their songs, man. They love that your song Els or Die Els or something. They said give them a snippet or something. I don't know. They just asked me to tell you to give them a snippet or something.
What's that? Oh, I think that's
They've been spamming that too. They tell them to rap some of that.
He's a boom. 10 million. And it got some cake. Them did what they did. They had to pay the consequence and hop out basketball.
We hop out shooting and drive. You play with me, you get
It's a song they leaked on YouTube already.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think
stop
so.
leaking that music before we come rob
They said
y'all.
Yeah, they leaked my. They already got the song. They want me to rap it.
Vert would also participate in the interview, as On a Couch asks them if people in the streets should stay off social media, with Vert replying that they're just trolling online and that everything they say is just a game, like GTA or Call of Duty.
We feel like you really like in the streets, for real, like you shouldn't even play on the internet.
It's called trolling, bro.
Extent, yeah, you got
trolling, bro.
When that's enough.
We be trolling,
Nigga, you don't know when it's enough. You say way too much.
bro.
Because we live in a time right now where like a lot of rappers actually live the life they say, whether it's like trapping or anything. Even like
GTA, Call of Duty.
What you say?
So when y'all like in the booth and all that, how do y'all stay away from like even incriminating lyrics? As we see what Young Thug and all them going through for rap lyrics.
Nigga, that's for entertainment purposes.
GTA, Call of Duty.
I told you. I'll be with a jump nigga, free thug.
This interview would be followed by another one later in May, this time by DJ U, this of course being the famous interview where Jeff would go semi-viral for sniffing some crushed up Percocets with Q50, whilst humorously calling the stuff Tony Montana, making many believe that Jeff was in fact taking uppers, not downers, before describing himself as a functional cluck, meaning a functional drug addict.
But y'all not having no troubles to where y'all gotta around and go to rehab or nothing, right?
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Shit ain't that deep.
That's cluck.
See you all that scratching your face.
I'm a functional cluck. I can function. I can move and think and do. and still live my everyday life.
DJU would also bring up Jeff's supposed 10 bodies, asking why the internet is painting him to be such a monster, with Jeff replying how all of the rumors about him are just coming from Reddit, showing that Jeff was indeed well aware of the infamy and dedicated fan base that he was building amongst Reddit's hardcore drill fan community with his wild antics in the streets and on songs.
You want to know? I'm going to tell you right now why I thought you was from the UK. Because they said Bloodhound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies. I said, okay, well, he can't be in Iraq then. This must be, you feel me, in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the real Bloodhound Lil Jeff, right? Why do these folks on the internet make you out to be this monster?
I don't know, for they ass up in the head.
So look, I just watched, shout out to SNTV, right? Street News TV.
What's that?
Let me cite my source. He made a video about you. It says, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, is he self-snitching or clout chasing? It's the video I watched today. And man, in the first 60 seconds of the video, he refers to you as an example of what not to do for the youth. He said, man, this guy right here, this is what y'all should not do. You know what I mean? And he kind of broke down, you know, some stuff he found online. So where are these, type of rumors coming from?
The grapevine. That's coming out Reddit, man. That's how you found me, right?
Yeah.
That gotta stop, bro. This is not real.
You definitely heavy on Reddit, for sure. You get posted on there like almost every day.
DJU would also ask Jeff about him always having so many watches, with Jeff trolling by responding that really, the people are just letting him have them.
Another thing I picked up online from your social media activity is you be having a lot of watches.
You see that? Man, this just come on.
Where you be getting all these fly watches from?
That's sweet.
Okay.
$3.99. So free be giving them to me, really. They just be letting me keep them type shit. Like, they put them on, I just keep them. They be friendly as hell.
Word. I see he's still on your wrist, right?
Have them, bro.
So it was a situation where a guy tried to get high and he lost his watch.
Nah, who? What time? Where you read that shit?
On Reddit.
Yeah, they is. See, some of that shit I tell you.
Oh no, but they picked it up off your video. You said that tried to get a $10 whatever you call
talking
it.
About that shit. I thought you was saying I was trying to get high. Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
You saying about now?
Yeah. That one about it for real.
Right.
He let me see this.
He ain't never
I'm
asked
really
you to return.
borrowing it right now.
I'm about to say he never
I'm
asked
gonna
you.
give it back, so I'll just buy it.
DJU then continues by asking if anyone has ever taken anything from him, likely already knowing the answer, with Jeff responding by rehashing the events leading up to the deaths of Monty and Lil Rob before quoting his song, saying they did what they did, before Vert cuts in and does a whistling sound, with every chiracologist in the audience surely being able to read between the lines the message that Jeff was sending. But Jeff then caps the topic off by saying that it wasn't really about nothing and he just took the L and moved on.
Have someone ever tried to take like some of your belongings from you?
Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. I did run off on me before. I will tell you that. Did what they did.
What, he zeroed you on the move or something?
Yeah, basically.
That happens to the best of us, right? We done all been finessed.
Yeah, his ass ran off and it wasn't about shit.
We done all been finessed, bro.
Just a little.
That's what comes with the streets.
It wasn't about nothing at all. I'm talking about it at all.
Yeah, I feel like that ain't nothing. Like, I feel
Hell
like
no,
you can't even count that as L. I mean, you can count it as an L, but you just charge that.
That's just scary, ain't it? Like, what I'm doing about scary charge of the game.
Shit, bro.
Yep, I just took my L and moved on.
DJU then attempts to further dig into the topic, asking if these events turned him into a monster, but Jeff responds by implying that no, because he's been had ops. The conversation then turned to asking what it really was that turned.
My boy said shit sad how he was moving. Z Money was my nigga. I knew something for real. RP Z Money. When I met JB and Bin Laden, I met Z Money. Oh, word? Shit, I forgot them Chicago niggas be in Vegas. Phoenix.
Jeff into a savage, with Jeff replying that it was actually the death of Z Money, saying how after his death, all he has seen is red.
Did that turn you to like some type of monster on some shit like, man, these?
Nah, it been these. That just made me watch these. I'm kind of watch these. Nah.
Right. So what was the one situation that has occurred in your life that made you say, fuck these niggas?
I told you. Ran off on me.
Nigga, that's what I just asked.
For that, like you said, it's been.
It been these. I ain't gonna lie, my homie dad, that's on my face right here.
Z Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was super these after that. Fuck everybody after that.
Okay, I see money on his face as well. Y'all share the same tattoo.
Nothing.
So this definitely had to be somebody that meant a lot to both of y'all. How long ago was his passing?
May. What was that last May?
Yeah.
January, March, April.
So about a year ago?
That shit was a year ago. Yeah.
No, March. Yeah, March. Yeah, that was March. Last March.
Yeah. It been a year.
And how did this death affect your mentality, brother?
These niggas, all I see is red.
Jeff would seemingly also troll Lil Rob and Monty by repeatedly saying, "Stay in school."
Hold on, let me do a redo. What you say, stay in school? Yeah, come on, redo. I'm still saying y'all though, cause I don't put them AB on some bullshit. Come on, you ready? I can redo it.
Yeah, it's rolling, brother. You ain't even. They heard you.
Stay in school. That's it, that's all. Stay in school. But everybody else, except for the people that need to stay in school.
The interview would finally end on a truly telling note, with Vert taking a box of cereal, made famous by the Whoop Man himself and the official peace pusher of Chicago, social media influencer FYB J-Mane, pouring his promotional cereal The Whoops on the floor before stepping on them, showing that unlike J-Mane...
Damn, why he violate J-Mane Whoops like that?
One thing the Bloodhounds truly had no interest in was pushing peace.
DJU, Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Everybody stay in school. Hey, shout out to Word to Production. Shout out AMF Visuals. You can take them whoops home with you, brother. Damn. Damn.
He just stepped on the whoops. He just...
And they shooting at it.
Jeff's rap career was now on a new level, and still in May, he would head off on his first trip to Los Angeles as a popping new artist. On the 21st of May, AMF will drop a vlog about their LA trip, where Jeff, Scoom, and Vert can be seen living the rapper lifestyle, chilling in a big Airbnb.
Hey, Andre, what you want?
Driving in fancy cars.
They got us, here's what it is, shit, I'm going back.
What you on, man?
Free phone now. I owe jail call for the guys, man.
Shopping.
That's the escalator right there, man.
But that's what we doing, we leaving.
We just have to make this force to pull the camera out. You want to pull the camera out. Say it right here. Come on, get that J in up. Get that in up.
And of course, hanging out and recording new music in the studio.
Hold on, Bert. I gotta get close. I cannot miss. Ain't nothing wrong. I gotta say. Do the news.
Dahmer on the way.
The next to the news. White.
1M on the way, you at 300K.
300?
300,000 views on that. Jamie Foxx.
The vlog ends with the crew preparing to head back to Chicago for Scoom's birthday party, with his birthday being on Sunday the 12th of May, whilst the party seemingly being planned for Saturday the 11th.
You ready to go back home?
You know that party on Saturday for Scoom's birthday.
Unfortunately, the day after Scoom's birthday party, and on the actual day of his birthday, on the 12th of May, another young man would lose his life. This man being a 22-year-old named Khalil Dunbar, who was better known in the streets as an alleged member of the 8-Tray mob called Baby KD. According to news reports, KD had been in an alley near the 10800 block of South Indiana Avenue, this area being far away from the hood of the 8-Tray mob, when he was shot in the neck and taken to the Christ Medical Center, where he would later pass away. KD had seemingly been close friends with both Clay and True, the 8-Tray members killed in 2021, allegedly by the Bloodhounds according to some rumors, and he would often post tributes to them on his social media. Perhaps not so surprisingly, at this point, after KD's death, Jeff would soon seemingly begin to claim this murder as well, as he would go on live on Instagram.
He just claiming anybody that died that was a
and officially update his body count, saying that he's on his toes now because he can no longer count with his fingers, before simply stating, "F it, it's 11.
Hold your wrist up. Hey, when he play this, y'all know what the going on. I'm on my toes. We got his soul. I wanna bust it. Ooh, 2 AP, don't play with him. He want
Yeah. Shit ain't Chris. That shit ain't. I'm gonna.
Nigga said they say Jeff can't go a day without what is that?
Yeah.
They say Jeff can't go a day without incriminating himself.
Shit ain't Chris. That shit ain't. I'm gonna bust your head. 3 fucking. That shit's 11. You're gonna be 8 and I'm gonna scan your scary to hell, nigga.
Q50 would also make his official body count update in late May, saying how he's up 8 now, whilst back in March 2024, the number had seemingly still been just 7. After supposedly coming back for a quick birthday bash and a murder, Jeff would then soon head back to LA to continue living the rapper lifestyle again with Vert and Scoom, this time right in time for Vert's birthday, which was on the 26th of May. During this trip, Jeff would end up linking with several Chicago drill legends, including Rico Reckless and G Herbo.
We the rappers that rap the rappers. That rap the rappers. We rap like it's Christmas. Ain't no duplicating this.
We rap shit like it's Christmas. Boy, we kill for real.
Hey, I say, Lil Vert, Lil Jeff, because they different, bro. They ain't trying to rap.
We rapping, we crapping, we trapping.
Them did what they did, man.
We mapping. Ain't no light right here. Ain't no light right here.
Nah, I'm gonna get off the phone though.
He would also be shooting music videos with his manager AMF, one of these being the music video for the song LAX, released on May the 28th. The song itself being a tribute to the city that Jeff returned to after allegedly catching his 11th body, where Jeff once again aims disses at Monty, saying how he turned Czar into Czar, with this being an obvious play on one of Monty's nicknames being Czar, and with Czar also referring to a strain of high-grade cannabis, as well as likely being a reference to the vlog, where Monty himself says they call him Czar, and he'll smoke your dumb ass like some Czar.
Hey, y'all already know my name, Drake. Czar, they call me Czar, smoke your dumb like some Czar.
The song itself racked up 25,000 views in its first day of uploading, which isn't superstar numbers, but telling of a genuinely engaged core fan base that Jeff was cultivating at the moment. Jeff was showing potential in music, but his lyrics were so demonic, it was hard to imagine his story ending any other way than tragedy. And unfortunately for him, soon he would end up in the sort of situations that he always rapped about putting other people in. And just like his ops, soon the whole world will be logging onto the internet to see the demise of the latest killer drill rapper in 4K. Lil Jeff's strategy of bragging about his insane body count in his songs and acting wild in his interviews was picking up steam. He'd already been going viral for his clip sniffing a pill on DJU, and on the 1st of June, a YouTuber called Blender Bars dropped a video that was reposted on Reddit claiming that Lil Jeff had indeed claimed his 11th body during his LA trip, claiming that he indeed did a drill between these 2 trips to Los Angeles, and being one of the earliest exposés of Lil Jeff's staggering stats as a Chicago gang assassin.
He claims to have 10 bodies at least. And we have lyrics to match up with 2 of the bodies that he proudly claims after the ops supposedly hit a lick for some of his watches.
By June the 3rd, his music video for the track Should Have Saw It had 199,000 views, passing 200k the following day. Jeff was having the motion in music, and whilst this was only the beginning, he clearly had a lot of potential in the rap game. Unfortunately, however, as he often rapped himself, he was always more focused on the streets than the music, and only a few days later, he would end up on the wrong side of the sort of drills he usually was dishing out on the streets. On the 8th of June 2024, everything came crashing down for Lil Jeff and the Bloodhounds in dramatic fashion. After countless lyrics about jumping out of the car as soon as he sees his ops and shooting at them, the 8th of June was a day like no other. And
damn, that's my sister's birthday, June 8th. My birthday, June 5th, hers June 8th.
In surveillance footage that was later leaked, we saw this was another day when Jeff, Q50, and another man indeed caught one of their ops, jumping out of the car outside of an address on South Rhodes Avenue, a street that Jeff and his friends had boastfully rapped about shooting up numerous times before. In the footage, if you look at the very top left of the frame, you can see a door of a car opening. This is Lil Jeff jumping out of the car, and he immediately begins shooting at a man wearing bright yellow shorts who ducks behind a car and runs up a porch into a house whilst being chased by Jeff, who continues shooting at him. He would then seemingly be chased by Jeff wearing a black Nike Tech hoodie and grey Nike Tech joggers and pointing a gun, with Jeff doing something that he had indeed rapped about doing numerous times, chasing an op into their own home. But at this point, Lil Jeff got something he didn't bargain for, as someone inside the house would begin to open fire on Jeff, neutralizing him before he even made it up the steps, sending him flying back onto the ground at the bottom of the porch. And here on the ground, Jeff was reportedly shot numerous times, with the implication being that his shooters emptied a whole magazine into him from atop the porch. Then we would see another angle from a different camera which recorded the sounds of the shots being fired into Jeff, as well as showing Q50 and another shooter, as well as the driver on the hit behind Jeff, walking to the porch and returning fire, with Q50 seemingly shooting at a passing car for some reason, Manhattan, likely in this moment earning himself an attempted murder charge. Some have suggested that the original target that Jeff had chased was talking to the person driving in the car that Q50 was shooting at as it drove past. Meanwhile, once the driver of the getaway car notices that Jeff has actually been killed on the ground, getting out to look, before all the men realize that it's too late to save Jeff, running back to the car, getting in, and fleeing the scene without Jeff, as shots continue to hit Jeff laying on the ground. Interestingly, another camera angle.
The driver hopped out. The driver at least hopped out to go see what's going on. Look, the driver hopped
fleeing
out.
the scene without Jeff, as shots continue to hit Jeff laying on the ground. Interestingly, another.
Like, damn, he ain't gonna make it, and he ran off. They said they emptied the clip into Jeff.
Camera angle would later surface, showing that when Q50 initially ran towards the porch, he slipped over and fell as he tried to let off shots, injuring his ankle, with Q50 being seen with a limp as he ran back to the car. And while Jeff was laying on the ground, he would reportedly be hit 19 times, and an insane total of 58 shell casings would ultimately be found.
Damn, bro. Jeffrey suffered from 19 gunshot wounds about the body. Evidence text recovers 58 spent casings from the crime scene.
Found at the scene of the shootout, and after it all went down, reports of the shooting would begin to circulate on Twitter, and police scanner audio would describe a chaotic scene. A later video by YouTuber Loyalty and Betrayal would actually do a full breakdown of the scanner audio.
302 Sam, we're hitting 12 rounds, 6639 South Roads.
Straight 10. Anybody go in there, be careful, this might be crossfire.
And, yep. For 310, anybody heading over there to roads, use caution because this may be crossfire, and now we getting a person shot. 6647 South Roads.
306 we got multiple casings on 6641 South Roads on the front porch and the sidewalk.
Multiple shell casings, 6641 South Roads on the front and the sidewalk on the front porch as well. 6641 South Roads. Alright, they saying somebody's doing a self-transport right now. They're telling my partner on the phone. We're trying to figure out what car took them. 306 Adam.
Yeah, 306 Adam. One of the residents at 6641 says they threw a guy in the car and they're on their way to the hospital. I got some blood drops on 6641.
Black SUV, Adam Lincoln King, 3937, Wisconsin place, just dropped off a victim at UFC. They're going northbound on Maryland. It's a black SUV with Wisconsin place, Adam Lincoln King, 3937, northbound Maryland. For a black SUV, Adam Lincoln King, 3937 with Wisconsin place. They just dropped off a victim at UFC that was shot. And that vehicle stolen.
Footage.
Wow. And that vehicle stolen. These guys don't play very nice. R.I.P. Lil Jeff, though. He should have stayed in L.A., but he was asking for death. That's a fact.
Which would later circulate showing the Chicago police combing the crime scene, placing a whole bunch of evidence markers where the many shell casings had been left. But interestingly, at the crime scene, Jeff's body was notably absent. That's because apparently Q50 and the other man seemingly took Jeff's body to the hospital after the shootout.
Oh, good. So they did grab him and try to get him out of there.
Somehow managing to spin the block, coming back, and retrieving Jeff's body from the porch where he died without shootout. That's because apparently Q50 and the other man seemingly took Jeff's body to the hospital after the shootout, somehow managing to spin the block, coming back, and retrieving Jeff's body from the porch where he died without taking any more bullets themselves. An image would later go around online which seemingly showed Q50 and the other man carrying Jeff's body into the hospital. But it didn't take long for the dust to settle on the actual shooting before the footage of the shooting began circulating on Reddit's Chiracology subreddit, where many were quick to give their perspective on this wild modern-day shootout captured on camera, with many suggesting that Jeff and the Bloodhounds had actually underestimated their opposition and ended up outgunned after being overzealous. As one commenter put it, honestly, the video puts it more out of the actual perspective of what it looked like in real life, because cameras only see a certain angle. They actually were only like 20 foot behind him, with the car being like 80 foot at most. They were behind him, he just ran ahead and got overzealous and got blasted for it. Hindsight is 20/20, my G. Granted, they did turn back the minute they realized there was more opposition than they thought, but by that point, they were in a full-blown shootout. Dude in the red got hit, and they were in the middle of the road with only cars for cover. Once they realized they were outgunned and got to the car, is when Jeff got fully overkilled, and the dude in the white saw it all and let the switch off a few times in a futile attempt. No one's fault but Jeff, and he literally got instant karma. For those that knew Lil Jeff and his activities in the streets, they would know what was to come next. The day after his death, on the 9th of June 2024, Jeff's close family members and friends would react to his death with heartbreak, with some saying that they were staring at his picture in disbelief and saying that his brother Jay Boogie is going to lose his mind when he finds out the news. Jeff's dad posted throwback images of Jeff with his half-brothers together with the caption F the world. Q50 would say that his brother and twin is gone, but he's already done crying and planning to do exactly what Jeff told him to do. Vert would later discuss how Jeff's death affected him in a DJU interview where he seemed a little intoxicated and slurring, explaining that everything was still going on.
We saw, I guess, what happened on camera or whatever. Lil Jeff lost his life. How has that affected you, since?
That's brother, that's my twin. You know, I don't feel that shit hurt. It's my brother, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, I can't stop. For what? I'm gonna stop for. They want me to be stopped. They want me, This shit don't stop. Shit all gonna still go on. Brother gonna live through us, And my brother, I feel with a big face painted on my shorty. You hear me? So I'm on right there.
At some point, a vigil and balloon release was held in Jeff's honor, and a day later, on the 10th of June, a Bloodhound member would say that all the ops saluted Jeff for the work he put in on the streets and hinted towards revenge coming soon. And Jeff's dad would even respond on Facebook with an eerie post saying, "Let it be known, y'all didn't get him, he came trying to get y'all, and what happened happened." But the saga continues, clear the streets, with some in the comments in disbelief that a father would be talking about his son like he was one of his homies in the gang, branding Jeff's father a goofy who actually failed his child.
Facts. Definitely a goofy. Y'all didn't get him. He actually got y'all, but y'all just got him. He was running up on y'all. And to let it be known, y'all didn't get him. He came trying to get y'all, and what happened, happened. But the saga continues. Clear the streets. Wow. Niggas laughed at his shit.
But the saga continues, clear the streets, with some in the comments in disbelief that a father would be talking about his son like he was one of his homies in the gang, branding Jeff.
How this man daddy saying some shit like this. This some you'd expect one of his homies to say, shaking my head, "You was a goofy and failed your child. Long live them guys, dude crazy." Like, why would he say that after his son died? LOL.
Jeff's father a goofy who actually failed his child. But Jeff's dad wasn't the only person with a connection to Jeff acting tough online. On the 18th of June 2024, a Bloodhound member says that they are the reason that the ops merch it on their friends. Then, on the 22nd of June 2024, Lil Jeff's funeral would take place, and images would circulate on social media showing the flower arrangements in the funeral program, as well as pictures of Jeff in his casket going around online, whilst others shared supposed buttons giving out which called Jeff the Reaper. His girlfriend would seemingly drop the Y in front of his flower arrangement, and a moving tribute would be passed around from the service, which would tell.
They said they took pictures of this nigga in his casket and let the images float around online. Why would you do that in today's age?
All the details of his life, apart from the most salacious ones. It read, Jeffrey Lamar Harris, affectionately known as Lil Jeff, was born on July the 14th, 2002, at 11 a.m. to Latasha Lucas and Jeffrey Harris in Chicago, Illinois. From the moment he arrived, Jeffrey was a happy, intelligent baby who loved to laugh and bring joy to those around him. Jeffrey began his educational journey at CICS Longwood and graduated from Harold Washington Elementary School. He continued his studies at Kersey Metropolitan High School, graduating.
R.I.P. Lil Jeff. The legacy of Lil Jeff, the new serial killer rapper.
On June the 26th, just days after his funeral, Lil Jeff's first and only full-length album would be released posthumously, and the project would be released under the label Grade A Productions, started by infamous former Chicago street rapper Lil Bibby, the same label responsible for releasing much of Juice WRLD's brilliant catalogue. Now I know some people are going to hate me for saying this, but I feel that this album, Steppin' in Blood, is one of the greatest Chicago drill albums or projects ever produced, and it's not just because of the demonic and violent content, but Lil Jeff's whole flow and delivery throughout this project, combined with the very unique Chicago drill beats that are reminiscent of the golden era of the genre, makes Steppin' in Blood an incredible time capsule that both reaches back into the past of the early days when Chicago drill music was sonically completely original and not watered down or manufactured, as well as the lyrical content maintaining on the cutting edge of the modern era of drill and street rappers, obsessed with ultra violence and committing murder just so that they can rap about it. It's like something out of A Clockwork Orange, but it's set in Chicago and now. The project is hyper aggressive from its very first track, which is interestingly a studio remastered remix of Lil Jeff's classic song, improving the audio quality, as well as adding a verse from former No Limit street brother of Lil Bibby's and Chicago drill legend in his own right, G Herbo. But after Herbo's track ends, the first new song off the tape is the booming track Spot News, named after Chicago's infamous Twitter account that tweets police scanner info reporting the shootings in the city literally as they just happen, something that Lil Jeff seemed to trigger numerous times. The beat for Spot News is booming and reminiscent of the early days of Chicago drill when it was melodically heavily influenced by Atlanta trap. The mixing and mastering is on point and the drums shake the room before Jeff jumps on the track with his lazy flow, perfectly complementing the beat with back-to-back all the way back to pre-Chicago drill and the genre's original influences from Atlanta trap music, as the beat itself is just a therapy to him. This song would be flooded with comments referencing the Jeff situation. One would
Alright, we about to get up off this video. We was on this video for a minute. I told y'all we wasn't gonna be watching it for 3 hours though. I told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's R.I.P. Lil Jeff, man. That's nuts, man. Shout out to Trap LaRosse. That's my dog, man. You the GOAT. Let me make sure I comment on this. This is fire, John. Huh? Damn, I spelled masterpiece? Goddamn. There we go. What we getting into next? Yo, bro. This is a classic right here, bro. Mom exposes her daughter, gang. Mom exposes her daughter, gang. First thing you see when this thing pop up, you like, hold up, that ain't the person who I follow. Who the fuck is this? And then she look like she trying to be cute the way she looking into the camera. Like, mama, relax. Get out the camera, mama. You know it ain't look, your girl Ellie. Look, the username is your girl Ellie. This definitely a kid's IG. This is not this lady IG.
Okay. So we got one person join. We about to wait. Let this shit get litty. Let all the people come in. You say hello? You say hello to your live viewers?
That's whose IG it really is.
Huh? Who's Laura? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Your mom is so pretty. And look, the mom gas. Thank you so much. She taking compliments, but she supposed to be mad.
We just gonna wait for this to get a little bit more jumping. Right? Because that's what we do.
How many followers do the girl got? I want to see how many followers. 221 followers. How jumping you want this shit to get? She got 221 followers. My chill, you wildin'.
Yo te hablo mañana y yo no abuso de tu confianza. Yo soy mujer y madre y jamás te fallaré, pero yo voy donde ti mañana frente de tu nena y si hablamos. Get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. Oh, okay. So we got another little viewer.
Yeah, she really sitting here waiting for this shit to get live, bro. Waving.
You want to wave to them?
Oh shit.
You want to wave to them? Why not? Wave. Is your motherfucking live? Wave.
That's fucked up. Yo, you know she tight. It's your motherfucking live. Wave.
Wave. Oh, you got another viewer. You got 2 viewers now.
Yo, I swear, moms just want to be seen, bro. Moms just want to be seen, gang. You not cute, man. Get up out of here. She just want to be seen, I swear. She supposed to be embarrassing her daughter, but she really feeling she like it. She like being on live. She like the spotlight. Talk, Ma.
Well, I'm Elizabeth's mom, and Elizabeth probably on here wondering who the fuck I am. So y'all probably on here wondering who the fuck I am, right?
No, we not. We know exactly who you are. Look, oh, your mom is so pretty. They know you're the mother. You look like a mother. We know you the mother. It's not no mystery, shorty. We know that.
Well, I'm Elizabeth's mom.
And she clearly from New York.
And Elizabeth is in no shape, way, or form allowed to have any type of fucking phone, any type of social media. And I just came across it.
Why not? You should say she can't be doing things that are not appropriate for her age on social media. But why can't she? This kid's making millions of dollars on social media just because they, you know what I mean? They got lit.
So, you allowed to have social media? Huh? Take your hand out your face. You allowed to be having social media? Huh?
Yeah, I feel so bad for her, bro. Like, bro, she gotta go to school. Like, she gotta go to school tomorrow, bro. Like, maybe she's suspended. I don't know, bro. Did she get suspended? Is that why mom's doing this? Like, bro, because she gotta go to school tomorrow, moms.
Huh? No. But you on here, right? Cursing up a motherfucking storm like that's something I'll fucking teach your ass.
She get it from you. You cursing up a storm right now. She don't seem happy. Yeah, of course she don't seem happy. That kid is sad right now.
Like this shit's some type of fucking cute game, right?
Bro, she cursing up a storm talking about I don't teach you to curse.
Talking about some boot up and your fucking messages back and forth to all these little kids as if that's something I fucking teach you. You don't wash your motherfucking drawers.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Shit be on there with shit and poop.
Oh my God, no. Nah, that ain't right. That ain't right, mama. Nah, you went too far. You went too far, bro. She gotta go to school tomorrow. You went too far, mama. Nah, she went too far, gangy. She did.
Just literally washed them.
Just literally washed them.
So I'm trying to understand. Can you help me understand? Can you give me to be having social media? Huh? No. But you on here, right? Cursing up a motherfucking storm like that's something I'll fucking teach your ass.
You're cursing too.
Like this shit's some type of fucking cute game, right? Talking about some boot up and your fucking messages back and forth to all these little kids as if that's something I fucking teach you. You don't wash your motherfucking drawers.
Like, come on, you ODing. She ODing, bro. This her daughter at the end of the day, gang. Like, you supposed to be her mama. Like, you ain't, bro, coming on her live and doing this is out of pocket. In my opinion. I ain't even got no kids, but in my opinion, this is out of pocket. Like, you supposed to be her mama, bro. The one person she could depend on and love and tell her secrets to and shit like that. Like, damn, like, she ain't gonna want to do none of that with you. The relationship is gonna be strained after this. I know it gotta be, because she gonna have a hard time at school. Hey, we got Mary Baskerville in the building. Mary, how you feeling, girl?
Shit be on there with shit and poop. Just literally wash them.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
So I'm trying to understand. Can you help me understand? Can you give me a probable cause as to why you're doing the shit you're doing?
Like, what's the point of this? Like, it's funny as content for us to, like, react to, but what was the mom's point of this? Like, did she think, like how did she think this was going to positively affect positively affect her daughter. Like, bro, this ain't gonna help nothing. Your daughter's gonna hate you. She gonna keep secrets from you. Y'all relationship is not gonna be the same.
Cause me and 7 other people trying to figure it out.
What? How many?
Cause me and 7 other people trying to figure it out.
Oh, she got 7 people up in there busting. Pause.
You know?
The word done spread. Yo, her mama wildin'. Come to the live.
She don't know. So this page is gonna get shut the fuck down. Cause she ain't to have no fucking social media.
That's all you should have did. You should have just shut the page. If that's how you felt, you should have just shut the page down. You ain't had to come on her live and violate the girl like that. Exactly. This is humiliating. This is damn near bullying. Bro, this is, yo, yes. And me and 7 other people is waiting. Bro, this is bullying. This is bullying your own kid, gang.
Those are my rules. Until the age that she can go get a motherfucking job, help me with motherfucking rent.
What? What?
Social media. Those are my rules. Until the age that she can go get a motherfucking job, help me with motherfucking rent.
Bro, you're pitiful. Like, your daughter can't have social media till she old enough to get a job. Like, bro, it's first of all, this was a couple years ago. This video is old, but bro, we in 2024. All these kids walking around with phones. Like, my niece got a phone. Come on, man. My niece 10 years old with a phone. Like, come on, bro. It's crazy. It's serious out here. Like, yeah, 10 years old with a phone, but she know what to do with a phone. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, man. All these kids got phones. They all got social medias. That's how they keep up with each other. That's how they, you know what I mean? That's their world. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Just monitor what she doing. Make sure she ain't out here texting no other nigga, texting no other kids, no nasty shit, no weird shit. You feel me?
And learn how to wash her motherfucking drawers and don't come back to me shitty or pissed.
Bro, this is unnecessary, bro. Exactly, Mary. The mother doing way too much. Like, disrespectful. Like, it's funny, but it's disrespectful.
Then that's the day that she can go get a motherfucking phone herself, because this one she stole.
Oh, she stole?
Off of a family fucking member.
Alright, that's not cool. We don't condone that. But, you know, should have bought her a phone. We don't condone stealing. Not at all. But you should have bought her a phone, though. Every other kid around her got a phone. She feel inadequate without a phone because everybody else got one. She like, I don't got one.
Okay? And then she went and created this little motherfucking account. So that shit in front that she trying to put the fuck on for y'all, that shit is all a fucking fake.
Little do mama know, everybody on Instagram faking. Everybody on Instagram showing their best self, showing their highlights of their life. None of the bad shit. Nigga rent due, niggas late on their rent. You think niggas gonna put that on Instagram? You know what I'm saying?
Anything else you want to tell them? You sure? You positive? Because I'm going to save this shit. I'm going to leave it on here for 24 motherfucking hours. You sure? You ain't got nothing to tell them.
Yo, and you doing the most. You know how to save it on there for 24 hours. Like, you be on Instagram. You probably be on Instagram clout chasing. She get it from you. You running through her blood. She got your blood running through her. So you a bird, and you be on Instagram clout chasing because you clearly know how to do all of this shit. Talking about them to save it for 24 hours. So you know how to work Instagram and all that. She might be low-key jealous of her daughter. She might be low-key jealous of her daughter, bro. She might have animosity to her daughter because her daughter is actually in her youth. You know what I'm saying? Some mothers and older sisters, some older sisters and younger sisters be having this weird dynamic, this weird like thing, especially when the daughter is like having more attention than what the older sister had at her age. It's like she feel like, damn, she living her best life. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be thinking too much, but I could definitely be thinking too much, but I don't know. This is just weird. The way I'ma save it on here for 24 hours. Like, It's like you got a grudge against your daughter. It's like you got real animosity towards her.
Oh, all right. So she ain't got nothing to tell y'all. So I get off of here then.
Get off.
And to the other 2 people that joined, I guess y'all could be the judge of what the fuck just happened. But I'll stick around. Maybe I have a little motherfucking laugh or 2. I'll wait.
We laughing at you. We laughing at how you sad. You were like, bro, you not a good mom. I hope you don't think this make you mom of the year. I hope you don't think this make you mom of the year. I hope you don't think we laughing with you. Like, we laughing at you because this shit funny, but we definitely, like, not laughing with you.
Wait.
And your phone dying. Well, maybe it's the other phone.
I'll wait.
Like, why would you want to make your daughter the laughing stock of the school, the laughing stock of the neighborhood? What, saying her drawers is dirty and shit. Like, why would you want to do that? Help with the rent? My daughter had a phone at like 7 or 8. Charmaine, that must mean she want the kid to help with the rent at 8. Bro, ain't there some child labor laws being broken? Like, what? I know there's some child labor laws being broken, that bit.
So you got the right one. The right one. The other parents may not give a fuck. I do. This is what giving a fucking parents do.
No, this is what clout chasing ghetto ass mamas do. That's what they did. Fuck out of here. This ain't where mamas that care, dude. This is what clout chasing ass young ghetto mamas do.
So you got the right one. The right one. The other parents may not give a fuck. I do. This is what giving a fucking parents do. Oh no, they don't gotta stop. No, honey. By all means, laugh. Get a kiki ha ha out of it. Trust me.
Nigga said, damn, daddy. I'm dead. It's not even funny. Like, stop. I'm glad somebody came in there. This must be the only adult. Somebody said, it's not even funny. Like, stop. That's a fact. Shout out to Jocelyn.
They all laugh.
Probably the only adult.
Laughing at your ass. And all you had to do was fucking follow instructions.
Damn, bruh.
Oh, she right now. Yeah, you right. No. Right now, as furious as I am, you damn motherfucking right. Jocelyn, times 3. Yeah, right. No, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. I'll be laughing later, though. I'll be like B4L.angel_. Yeah, I'll be like him later on.
Why will you be laughing later on? You want to see the demise of your daughter? She want to see the demise of her own kid. This shit is like, she's a bitter ass. Like, I bet you her baby father hate her. Like, I know she not still with this. She can't still be with the man she made her daughter with. Because if I was there, I would never let my wife do that. Like, if her like if they was together, the kid mama, the little girl mama and her daddy, and he was in the house, I know for a fact he'd have came and snatched the phone and turned the live off. And be like, yo, what are you doing? You're not about to embarrass my daughter. Yeah, we could reprimand her at the house. But we're not going to air her out to the world and have people laughing at our daughter. Like, that's not our enemy. You know what I'm saying? You crazy.
Mad now, cry, laugh later. Okay, not so bad though. In a little time frame, what is it? Okay, give it like a good 15 minutes. You got a little 14 viewers. That's cute.
Okay, you see, the word spread fast. Everybody know. Everybody know, bro. Her mama going crazy on Instagram. Tune in right now.
sneaking, stealing a phone, going to create an Instagram for 13 motherfucking viewers. That's cute.
That's cute. What mama doing?
What's up?
Yo, did she let one of these little niggas join it live?
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? How's your day today? How's your day today?
She answered the live call to ignore the nigga. Nah, 14 viewers is crazy, mom. Why? This ain't right. Facts, this ain't right.
You're looking kind of better.
You gonna come on here live and I can face? Because I don't just talk.
You don't talk? Why did you accept me then?
Because I figured you was gonna be a little man and actually show your face.
I'm showing my face, man. I don't know if you need glasses to see, but
got him up out of there real quick.
Glasses, it literally says waiting for Jason whomever.
Mm-hmm. Yo, the mama like the clout.
It's not my internet. My daughter just so happens to steal a family member's phone. And she ain't got no motherfucking internet because she shouldn't have a motherfucking phone.
She felt disrespected by them saying, not her answering the live call. Facts. Bro, how she feel disrespected by them saying her internet bad? You over here disrespecting your daughter.
But since Jason died, I don't know what the fuck. Want to talk shit because he wasn't here since the beginning of the motherfucking live. How about y'all fill him in?
Yo, she wildin', gang. I think she done. I think she done, y'all. I think she done. Yeah, mama done.
Corny ass live.
Bro, that's crazy. Why she do her like that, gang? Best friend, Lovely Bree. Yo, y'all think they still got the same usernames these days? I bet you she hate her mom. That's messed up. I bet you she hate her mom. And bro, in the video got, yo, forget the 14 viewers that was on live, bro. She got 183K reposts. It's actually, I saw a video that had way more views than that. It was like millions. It was millions of views. I seen through that joint. So yeah, that's crazy. All right, we saw the shit about the NYPD takedown. We saw that. Boom. What we want to get to next? Let me know. We got a couple videos we could jump to. I got to take a piss though. Brick Baby gets betrayed by his friend for saying this on No Jumper. We'll get to that later, Flock. Shout out to Miami the Kid.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. What's going on?
Let me take a piss real quick. I'll be right back, Iggy. She definitely crazy delusional. This mom needs to be stopped. Facts.
Blind date for you, brother. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I got some vibes. Hey, listen, before this video even start, bruh, I gotta say it, bruh. Houston is not a real place. I need to make sure I say that everywhere before I leave this shit, bro. No cap. The girls bad and stuff, but man, these girls like to turn up and all types of stuff. I'm tripping.
Hey, you're right. I ain't even
All right. But we look like we got something calm going on. It look like vibe.
Look, what's your type?
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
Kid don't really got no types, you feel me?
Okay, type shit. You know
I like all flavors, all, spices, all that, you know.
Okay, look, how many likes do we need on this vid, man?
Man, smash that shit. No cap.
No cap, man. Look, y'all already know we going crazy, man. Y'all see the subscriber count right here? Make sure you hit that subscribe, man. No cap.
Yeah, gang.
All right, man. Hey, I got the boy Kid, Miami the Kid in Houston, man. How you feeling, man?
Whoa, we live in action?
Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. You got that shit on, bro. Let them see what you know what I'm saying. Boy, got that shit on, boy. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Talk to them, though.
If niggas know it, no, these ain't the regular Adidas, man. These are human races. These are for real joints, man. Mismatched laces. Hold on, camera getting me?
Yeah, they getting you.
I'm on friend?
Yeah.
You feel me? Something slight, though, you know?
Facts. But now, look, though, you know what I'm saying? This is a different costume, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, look, it's a little blind date video, you feel me? As you see, it's a chair behind you, you know what I'm saying? So, first round is the girl's gonna come in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have a little convo, you feel me? I sent you some questions. You got some, right?
All right, yeah.
Boom, you know what I'm saying? You ready, though?
Kid organic at this, but we gonna dig in the list here and there.
Let's do it. All right, bet. Let me get my first girl.
Hello, hi.
What's up?
How you doing?
What's all that click clacking you walking in with? What
There's
that
my
is,
little
girl?
keys and shit, you know. I like to be, like, I got a lot of accessories.
You said you got a what?
A lot of accessories.
Oh, accessories?
Yes.
Oh, so you just like to style yourself up like that, huh?
Yeah, I be styling myself.
She don't like to walk out the house normal.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, based on her voice, what you thinking? Like, you jacking, you know what I'm saying?
Based off her voice, bro, I don't know why she sound tall as fuck, though.
Tall?
No cap.
I'm short.
Oh, okay. She sound like she tall. Yeah.
Okay, so look, you know what I'm saying? You wanna ask a question?
All right, so first question is, where you from?
I'm from originally San Antonio, but I moved to Houston. I was like 10, so I've been out here for a long time.
Okay. And what like, I'm trying to pick your brain right quick. Like, you know, what you like to do in your free time? First of all, what you think about Houston? I think Houston ain't a real place, but I want to see what you think. If you think this the best city in the whole wide world, that's gonna say a lot right there.
Fuck no, Houston is not a real place. Like,
okay,
this shit is fake as fuck. Like, it don't make no sense, honestly.
Hey kid, like, why you think that though? Like, you keep saying Houston ain't a real place.
Bruh, these girls love the fucking party, bruh. I don't know what it is. They think liquor is water. Like, it be hot and then it be sweat. Like, you just stand up and just start sweating out of nowhere. Like, you just got done running 20 hoop sessions. I'm lying, friend?
Nah, you ain't lying.
Okay.
No, they do be lit.
But now though, like, you like going outside and stuff like that?
When I get a chance to, I'm pretty busy. I do hair and shit like that.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I got my shit.
So look, do you have a question for, you know what I'm saying, kid?
Oh, I wanna chill, let me cook.
Oh, okay then. My fault.
Bruh. So nah, you know, friend, like, you know, based off how I'm sounding and stuff like that, what you think?
You sound good, honestly.
For real?
Yeah. Just
okay. If you had to rate my voice 1 through 10.
Just I don't know, your voice changed just now because it sound like you try to put a little daddy-ish on it.
Oh yeah, because you know, I do both.
Yeah,
I do regular and I do daddy mode.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I say a 10.
I got a question though for you. What's your name?
Koala Zara. My real name is Zara.
Yeah, Zara. So look, if he was to take you on the first date, where would you want to go? You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere fun. Cause I feel like a lot of people always want to do some, take me out to eat and get some steak or something.
Yeah, I like her already.
This is that. But I want to like do some fun shit, like really get active. Like I like to put that shit on, but I like to put tennis shoes on too. So I need to go somewhere where I can wear my shit.
This time we finna go paintballing,
Right,
go-karting,
yeah.
fishing, ATV riding. hike in the mountains and maybe do something in the mountains. What you think, friend?
Yeah.
So you like to have fun for real?
I like to have fun too.
Okay, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm spontaneous. Jet skiing. You like water? You know how to swim?
Fuck yeah, I know how to swim.
Okay, cause you know I'm a certified lifeguard too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I used to lifeguard when I was in high school.
I got a question for Zara. That's your name, right? So look, what makes you different from them other girls though?
I'm her. Like I've been her.
Yerski.
Regardless, I just feel like I always bring that shit. I put that shit on.
Yes, man, Mary, thank you for that. Please, everybody hit that thumbs up for your boy and the subscribe button. And make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on so that when I drop my videos, y'all alerted to them.
I feel like these hoes basic for real.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know if you got a ear.
How we feeling though? We liking the video? We liking the video? I don't see no comments about the video. We gonna move on. Let's go back to that last pop the balloon joint we was doing. It was a pop the balloon joint, pop the balloon video that was fire. Let me see. We ain't finished it. Pop the balloon or Found Love You. It was this one. We ain't finished it. Alright, so let's get to the next guy right here. Boom. Let's see what the next guy about.
Go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Let's see if any of them find love.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, how old are you?
I am 26.
And what do you do?
I'm a substation operator for electrical utility.
Okay. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to work out, read, like doing outdoor activities like hiking, swimming, scuba diving. Yeah, I like to cook too. I went to culinary school.
Oh, okay. We got a chef. And what are some things
Yo,
you're looking for in a woman?
She popped at him being a chef? You don't like to eat, bit?
Someone who can communicate effectively, someone who's honest and loyal. Really looking for like a friendship as well as a relationship, you know.
Okay. All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Bad hygiene. Yeah, someone who's closed-minded as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Okay. All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 24. And maybe it's the outfit. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
You're really handsome though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the fit?
Okay.
That's
You're
a
not
cool
feeling about
fit.
the outfit.
Well, it's not my style. Yeah. And I do have like a preference, you know, like a type. I guess.
Okay.
Well, not okay. So let me clarify. I wouldn't say that I have a type, but attraction. You know? Yeah.
Okay. She's someone that's your type?
I would approach her.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
And get rejected.
Let's go over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Alaya, I'm 25. It's just the overall attraction. I feel like you know when you know, like, that's it. Overall, you're a nice looking dude.
Thank you.
Okay. No? Is she someone you would approach? Is she your type?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Okay. He is all right. Name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Asia, I'm 25, and I ended up popping my balloon just because I wasn't attracted. Like, the initial attraction wasn't there for me. Yeah.
Okay.
What about for yourself?
I actually like shorty right next to her with the yellow. Something about her. She got like that southern feel to her. Like, she gonna cook me a good southern meal with some cornbread on the side.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't approach, but if you approach, I'll have a conversation with you.
Okay. Why wouldn't you approach?
Why wouldn't I approach? It's not necessarily my type.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is there something specific that makes her not your type?
It would probably have to be like resting face.
Oh, it's mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just
Want someone more pleasant looking.
Yeah, someone
I
looks
get
like
you.
inviting, you know.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay. All right, let's go over here. Your name and age and why.
Me personally, I want her to look inviting, but not to no other nigga. Like, I don't want her to be looking at other niggas inviting. Like, nah. You gotta have a little bit of a mean look. We from New York, so. You know what I mean? I thought the outfit was cool. Shaking my head, they gonna remain single. Facts.
I ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Princess. I'm 23. Initially, I was gonna wait. It was something that was throwing me off at first. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I think it's the beard, like the long. I don't really go for that. I love the dimples, though. That's my weakness. I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, the beard just, I don't know. It just threw me off.
Okay. So you like it more like shorter? Or?
Yeah, it's just like too long for me.
All right.
You said the dimples is your weakness. He could make you so weak with the dimples that you forget about the beard?
And she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's attractive. I like the freckles.
I appreciate
That's
it.
nice.
Okay. All right, and then we do have one more pop down here. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Paris. I'm 28. So, I basically did the work for you. You deserve a woman that's 100% submissive. I'm not. I'm a switch, but I have a lot of dominating energy. I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
So, that's really it. You're handsome. You really are.
Thank you.
But, yeah, just even ground. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Now, she's someone you'd approach to your type?
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay, damn. Nigga not
So
feeling
she's
that.
okay, so would you approach her?
Make her feel good. Say yes.
She has a nice smile.
Thank
Probably.
you. Yeah.
If I didn't see her smile, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not. But
All right. Thank you. So we do have 2 balloons left unpopped right on over here. Any questions you want to ask these ladies?
what are your red flags?
Okay, let's start with your... Oh, hold on. Let's start with your name and age, and then what are your red flags, or if you want to ask them to clarify.
So, as far as red flags, I don't like a man who don't know how to communicate. I hate a man who can go all day without talking to me. That makes me want to block you because I need to know what's going on. You know, I hate a liar. I hate if you have kids. It's a red flag to me. I don't like short men. I mean, your beard is okay. I don't know. How do you... No, I don't... No.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping?
His beard. Like, how do you... Never mind. But, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
How does he what? How does he what? Ask him.
He's not ugly or anything. I could be like a long distance friend. That's about it.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with him.
Okay.
You know.
Is she someone that's your type,
the
or did you want to ask
question
any
was,
questions?
What are your red flags? Not red flags.
Yeah, I know. I was
farther.
just more. I was looking at you more. I'm just like thinking things. So I was like,
so
go
what are you
ahead.
gonna
And
ask? How do I take care of it?
No, it's gonna be something else, but it's not appropriate. So I just said, just don't.
Alright.
It's it no big deal, but
I gotcha.
somebody will handle it. But okay.
So
I think she was thinking nasty. I think she was thinking like, if I'm, all wet all over that joint, how you gonna get that joint intact?
is she someone you'd approach if you saw her ask you your type?
Yeah, she has a nice body.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and answer his question.
She does. She does have a nice body.
What's our...
Look at little Minnie. She cute. She cute down here.
Start off with your name and age, and what are your red flags?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Taylor. I'm 22, and my red flags in a relationship. I don't really know. I can't think of a red flag for me. I don't know.
Was something that like a guy has kind of like said.
Told me before.
Yeah.
Probably mood swings and the attitude.
Oh,
attitude. Come on, don't be giving me no attitude. Nah, I'm just playing. All women come with a little bit of attitude. You just gotta, what I mean? Hopefully they have it intact a little bit.
You're saying these are red flags someone told you, but I think you want to know what are red flags that she sees in
No, that
a guy?
she has.
Oh, that she
but,
has.
like,
Okay.
She said she couldn't think of any, so that's why I said like, what?
Yeah,
some guy said
I've had people tell me about my attitude.
Yeah.
And mood swings. That's really it. That's what I can think of. But.
Any questions for him?
Do you live out here?
No.
Sorry. I just can't. I did it before. I can't do it.
You did long distance for us now. Okay. And where are you coming from?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing but a flight, but it's just right. I can't. Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
So you did have your balloon on pop for him for quite some time. Why so?
You like going to the gym. I do. You seem well spoken. You like to cook. I like to cook. Yeah, just some similarities I like. So yeah.
Now she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, she has a pretty small.
Thank you.
I like short girls, so.
Thank you. Like if you're in like California or like yeah. Okay. Detroit's too far. Sorry.
All right, let's head on back. Okay, so that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
Oh.
Take this mic. Thank you. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and bring out
That was quick, wasn't it?
our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
DeAndre.
DeAndre, how old are you?
I'm 27.
And what do you do?
I'm in the
Pop.
Air Force.
Okay, thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like music. I like nature. Movies, TV.
Okay, all right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for empathy, understanding, compassion, just stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Probably will be kids.
Okay.
Probably the main one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we did get a few pop balloons. Let's
Okay.
go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
Got you.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is
How are
Jasmine.
you?
I'm 24. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I popped mine because I'm a mom. So like you know, as years are going now, I'm looking, seeing if I can see them with my girls. You know, energy, stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why you are handsome though, and thank you
Appreciate
for your service.
Thank you.
What does that mean? You can't see your. I'm gonna let her say that again.
I popped mine because I'm a mom.
Okay, you're a mom.
So like you know, as years are like walking out, I'm looking, seeing if I can see them with my girls. You know.
If you could see him with your girls already, you just met the nigga. Don't you gotta get to know him? By how he walked out, you could tell if you could see him with your girls. Like, don't you gotta get to know him?
Energy, stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why you are handsome
She didn't say that to no other dude.
though, and thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, of
Thank
course,
you.
of course.
And now, is Jasmine someone that's your type?
For sure, definitely.
Thank you.
Beautiful. No problem.
All right, let's go down here. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Princess. I'm 23. Initially just wasn't attracted, but I do have a daughter as
Okay.
well. So
That's right.
But he didn't even say he don't like kids or that it was a deal breaker, did he?
Now, is she someone that's your type?
For sure. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay. And then we've got two more down here. Your name and age.
I'm Taylor. I'm 22.
Okay. And Taylor, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think it's the physical attraction.
Okay.
That's really it.
That's
Is
fair.
there something specific?
No, I just not attracted.
Okay.
That's fair. She kept it a bear. I'm just not attracted to that nigga. When I see him, I don't go,
But like,
I want him.
nothing like that. Like,
I get that.
but we can be friends.
There's just some girls that might be attracted to other people, but when I see them, I just don't look at them and be like, I want her. You know what I mean? So.
Friends.
You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. What makes her your type?
Probably being shorter than me. And she has a nice smile.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Paris. I'm 28. So I just popped a balloon because honestly, you look like you could be my best friend. But on the upside, you do look like Genuine. Ain't for lie.
I got that recently. That's
Yes,
that's
you look like
crazy.
Genuine. So I wouldn't be surprised if you know how to sing. But otherwise, yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
don't know how to sing.
Oh, you can't? Oh, no.
Nah.
It's all right. Can you dance?
Nah.
Is there any more room for me in those jeans? Looking good, like I like it. Tell me, is there any more room for me in those jeans?
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I try though, you know.
It's okay. I mean, 1-2 step is cool, you know. I mean,
1-2 step, 1-2 step.
you know. Yeah.
So now is she someone that's your type?
Probably not.
What makes her not really your type?
Probably just like a little bit taller. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Then we did get one back here.
Don't worry about it. We just want
your name and
to-
age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Asia.
88. You love that shit, man. I can hit some notes sometimes.
I'm 25. What's the height? Yeah, I like to look up.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is Asia someone that's your type?
I probably wouldn't go for her
Okay. And why not?
because of the height, probably. Yeah.
All right. And
How tall are you?
5'6".
Oh.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Okay. How tall?
I mean, if she like me and she tall, I'm taking her.
Yeah.
It's
the heels then.
It's the heels. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, thank you. And right here as well, your name and age.
Alaya, and I'm 25. And I popped my balloon because you remind me of my father so much.
Damn, not daddy. If I remind you of your daddy, call me daddy. You gotta tell her, if I remind you of your daddy, call me daddy. First y'all said I look like Genuine. Now I look like your daddy.
Literally. Like, the light skin, the freckles, the beard, and then the earrings is just a fatherly figure to me. Yeah.
It's okay. I feel like it's a compliment.
It definitely is, trust
Thank you.
me.
Appreciate it.
Okay, and probably the height again, right?
Definitely.
And then she ended up popping over here. That's cool. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
She is thicker than, like, goddamn. She is thicker than most women that's in shape because she is thick. She got no stomach, but that ass is dragging and her legs match that ass. And she got nice boobs. I wonder if she natural or she got work done.
Balloon. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25. It's just he's short. That's all. I like 6 feet up. There's nothing wrong with you. I mean, we can be friends. We can hang out.
Okay.
Whatever. Nothing wrong with you.
I
Just you're
appreciate
short.
it.
Okay. Now, is Alex someone that's your type?
Probably not. It's physical attraction.
She thicker than a goddamn Mack truck. That ass gonna back up on you. That beep, beep, beep. That ass gotta have a guy. When she back that ass up, that shit gotta have a beep, beep, beep. That shit gotta make the backup sound when she back that ass up. That shit is fat. Dump truck.
Well, all right then. Let's head on back. That was the quickest round we ever had.
Right. This one in the
Well,
last
that
one.
is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's
no
go ahead
problem.
and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take this mic.
Bro, that's crazy.
Thank you.
They ran through that round. That's it.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode.
We appreciate you, Arlette, beautiful lady. That is crazy. Let's see, where we at with it, gang? Let's see what we got going on out here, gang. We got you. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what's the
Brick
bad
Baby
news.
just got betrayed by one of his good friends. Now, I say friends loosely because you don't do to a friend what this guy just did to Brick Baby. Now, for people who are out of the West Coast, let me give you some friendly advice, all right? Whenever you hop on the phone with a West Coast guy, bruh, just assume it's being recorded. Apparently, that's a trend out here, bruh. Recording phone calls to expose you later is like a West Coast custom now, bruh. It keeps happening. And I don't know like where it came from or where this trend came from, bruh, but this trend is recurring a little bit too often for my liking, bruh. Whenever I get a call from a West Coast dude, bruh, I either don't pick up or when I pick up, bruh, I'm acting like a lawyer is on the line, bruh. I'm answering questions evasively, bruh. Because you know they recorded. So the situation started about last week when Brick Baby was in Florida after starting beef with some ATK members, which is some Florida goons, Young and Ace in them, right? So when Brick Baby went to Florida after starting beef with some Florida goons, Brick Baby, according to WAC 100, was in grave danger, and he got the heads up that they was going to make an attempt on Brick Baby's life. So WAC 100 called into Brick Baby to alert him, yo, you're in danger. You should do this, and this to go to safety. Now, this came as a shocker to Brick Baby, Adam, and a lot of people because Wack 100 and Brick Baby have been publicly feuding for a while now.
I had Wack and Loose Cannon hit me up back to back within a span of about 5 minutes telling me that you were in hot water and that I had to warn you. And then like Wack hits the DM with both of us and he's just telling you that you were about to get turned into a pack of redacteds. A couple people hit my line telling me that you were about to get murked.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. And then they like, did you see on Sunday the podcast? There's like,
he saved my life.
The big homie was taking credit for saving your life.
He saved my life. Listen, like I told him, I do appreciate the heads up though. Mm-hmm. It shows a lot growth and like structure on the West Coast where we won't turn on each other.
I don't care if we've been beefing for 50 years. I don't care if you are my absolute arch nemesis. If you are my worst enemy, if you are responsible for saving my life, if you give me an olive branch that saves my life and ensures that I get to see another day, our beef is squashed, right? Whatever we did in the past has been squashed and is done. It's done. Because you gave me the ultimate olive branch. You saved my life, which is what Wack 100 did to Brick Baby, and which is why Brick Baby is having the stance he's currently having. Even if Brick Baby wasn't in absolute danger, the fact that Wack 100 thought that Brick Baby was in absolute danger and acted the way he acted to save Brick Baby and bring him back to LA, Brick Baby appreciated that. So Brick Baby is saying, listen, me and Wack 100, we cool, right? Probably not best of friends now, but we is good. So when you say we is good, well, that leads into other conversations such as, well, are you guys going to start doing business together? Are y'all going to start doing podcasts together? Well, Wack 100 spoke on the possibility of him and Brick Baby potentially doing a podcast together on No Jumper.
You want me to do an interview with Brick Baby?
Yeah.
You do?
Sure.
Yeah, how I feel to want.
I'm going to coach him to not be on perks and to be in his best physical state.
I've been watching him.
You think he's looking better?
He's been slow, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
He more focused.
Yeah.
He more focused. I can't say that. You must have had a conversation.
You're going to sign him. I could see it.
What do you mean?
You and him, you're going to be doing business together at some point. In the next year, watch. They're going to do business together.
Listen, I gave Brick Baby great information, great direction on what to do.
So even though nothing is set in stone, even Adam is saying, yo, it feels like Brick Baby and Wack may at some point start doing business together. Maybe Wack signs Brick Baby to a production deal. Who knows? It feels like the possibility is open. And even at No Jumper, the atmosphere is kind of like and uplifted, right? Because with Wack 100 and Brick Baby going back and forth, like, you got to schedule around them. You got to make sure that one person is scheduled at least 5 hours out so there's room for them not to cross paths. Now this takes away all of those conflicts, right? Now they can just operate as, I guess, co-workers or, as co-hosts on the same platform. So this helps a lot. Now, also, too, the person behind the scenes who was trying to push for peace, actually, was Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon is obviously somebody who's from the same fraternity that Brick Baby is from. But however, the fraternity is currently at odds and Brick Baby and Loose Cannon are on opposite side of the fraternity. So it's unclear exactly why Loose Cannon was trying to help out Brick Baby and push for peace. But Loose Cannon is who convinced Wack 100 to, agree to a sit down with Brick Baby. So now the ball was in Brick Baby's corner.
But Brick Baby can't do that because Brick Baby is like real close with Big U. And the way that Wack 100 done talked about Big U and then Loose Cannon done made that allegation about Big U and Nipsey, like, yeah, he can't be. Nah. Brick Baby can't do that unless Big U tell him he can, I'm sure. That's the big OG Crip, right?
And Brick Baby seemed pretty open to it in the very near future.
Your thoughts on being able to sit down with Wack?
Sit down with Wack. We almost there. I mean, we'll be able to sit. We've been
bundling with music type.
Yeah, we was hashing out what we believed was needed to be in order for everything to go the right way.
If you sit down with Wack, will that create trouble at home?
Nah, because we not gonna jump the gun of how it need to go.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If it don't go that way, then, like, that's why I said we'll get to that point. Like, as of now, we doing something for the West Coast, and you know what I mean. We ain't, you know, like the way he called and looked out. He for sure gotta.
Brick Baby wanted to say ally, but he caught himself in the middle of saying it because he understands how that may come across to people from his fraternity. Now, I did talk to
people from his fraternity.
Brick Baby, I talked to Whack 100, and I talked to Loose Cannon. And from what I've gathered, it feels like Brick Baby and Whack 100 and Loose Cannon, they're all on good terms, right? They're all on very good terms. However, because there are mutual parties who are not on good terms, it makes it sticky for them to fully come together and do this podcast. Now, Whack 100 whole mentality, from what I've gathered after speaking to Whack and Loose Cannon and others, Whack 100 is about to leave the media space, right? And because he's about to leave the media space, Whack 100 wants to give back and uplift a lot of the content creators on the West Coast, especially content creators where their issues between him and them is petty. He's not tripping off it. Like, for example, him and Brick Baby issues are petty, and they really don't got no issues, right? So Whack 100 wants to give opportunities to Brick Baby and others, to where they can keep this media space alive, so where when he has to come back and reach out, there's a line of open communication there, and the West Coast is in a good space when he leaves. But there are people who are in the middle who don't want to see Whack 100 and Brick Baby cool, and they will do whatever it takes to make sure that never happens. Which is why we recently got one of Brick Baby's friends who essentially backdoored him and betrayed him. Now, Brick Baby hopped on the phone with this guy called Deuce M's, who we have a pretty good relationship with. Deuce M's and Whack 100 is currently embroiled in some major beef. So when Deuce M's was on the phone with Brick Baby, he sort of started asking lead-up questions to get Brick Baby to, speak on Whack 100 in a manner in which he can record and post it later.
I call Brick Baby.
That's
you know
whack.
what I'm saying?
That's whack, bro. You see him and Whack doing their thing and all that, and then you go and call a nigga, probably get him to talk out of pocket to throw it up on here. It's on site with me and Whack. Just saying. Yo, 88, you be saying that, my nigga. Like, I don't know if I believe you, bro.
I'm like, hey, Brick, John Jeezy got the new video. He did all of this. We did the interview, whatever, right? He tell me, oh, you must didn't know. I said, no, what? He said, you ain't talked to Draws? I said, I just got off the phone with him this morning. He said, man, the boy trying to wave the white flag. I said, oh, nigga. But we record. And I know the truth because I recorded it. break the whole shit down, bro.
I have no issues with Deuce M's. I actually think he's a pretty cool guy. But that's very concerning behavior, bruh. Like, do you see how gleeful, ecstatic, and happy he is? Right? That he got a recording of one of his homies. Yo, he is almost having like an aneurysm, bro. That's how happy this, right? And this is why, yo, if you got some West Coast who is around Whack 100 and how poorly they're doing.
Nigga, Whack don't give a fuck about that nigga, bro. He crashing for nothing. Bro, them niggas is crashing for clout, bro. Dang. They are.
This picture that he used of Brick Baby mad funny.
They're crashing out for following. They ain't worried about no bag. He make his little $1,000 off YouTube every month, call it a day. But and Whack, nigga homeless, bro? He must not be fucking with that nigga, bro. Name one nigga that fuck with Whack that got a hoe.
They're obviously having a conversation that Brick Baby thought was confidential, was supposed to stick with them. Now, you're about to witness one of the most hard-to-watch things ever, right? You're about to witness Brick Baby somewhat getting a hint that this dude is recording, and Brick Baby would ask him, yo, you're not recording, right? Yo, I feel like somebody is recording. And he would act offended. He would say, oh, how dare you excuse me? Bro, I would never. I don't even want you to insinuate I would do something.
Bro, I don't like these type of niggas.
Some shit like that. Yo, these dudes are like master manipulators, bro. And I'm not just talking about dudes. I'm talking about like a lot of these dudes on the West Coast, bro, are master manipulators, man. Like, this is bad.
Acting like he don't even he don't even go at Big U like that no more.
Yeah, because he trying to clear it up. He trying to get it back together.
Wait, whoa. No, hold the f*** up. What you mean he trying to clear it up?
Yeah, he trying to get it together, man. You already know. He tried to piece everything together, man. He won't out.
Wave the white flag?
He's waving the white flag.
Nah, nigga,
I wouldn't even say that because I don't know if nobody recording, but nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't gonna do you like that, my nigga.
I ain't gonna do you like that, my nigga. Meanwhile, he recording.
Don't even insinuate I'm gonna do you like that.
Nah.
Don't even insinuate.
Nah, you my brother. Look.
Yo, oh my. Yo, the streets is cutthroat, yo. And it's not
That's
even about
nasty
the
work.
streets, yo. Like, with Brick Baby.
Nah, he ain't waving the white flag. He just want his old friendship back, man. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit old, man. They can't, you know what I'm saying? He you know, nigga, him and Draws was as powerful as they was gonna get compared to the niggas he got up under.
Right. That nigga think you ain't going for that.
Luckily, I think for the new Brick Baby and Wack relationship, Brick Baby didn't really say nothing that could be interpreted as super disrespect. You know, even when he was asked about the waving the white flag, he clarified and said, nah, he not waving the white flag. He just, you know, is tired of beefing. You feel me? You know, he wants to regain his friendship he had for over a decade with the mutual. So who knows how this is gonna play out, man? Brick Baby, if I'm Brick, bruh, I'm not picking up no more phone calls for nobody, man. Because at this point, man, all y'all want to do is record me, post it, to get your followers up and views.
They realize that Brick Baby is an algorithm right now. So having a phone call with Brick, an unreleased phone call to the world with Brick Baby, and you can put that on YouTube, you definitely gonna make you a couple $100, maybe a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? Just by posting that video with some unreleased like niggas want to bro. Brick Baby is an algorithm out there, right there in LA, bro. Like a lot of these LA niggas want to be Brick Baby, like cause he on No Jumper every day, getting a lot of notoriety. So a lot of niggas want to be Brick Baby, or they probably jealous of the nigga. You know what I mean?
What's up, man? Y'all let me know.
That's crazy. Shout out to Flacco for that though. Good. You know what I'm saying? Bringing us the news and all that. Alright, I'll soon get up out of there. I ain't even gonna react to this Spice joint. I was gonna react to it, but I'm probably gonna get going. We on like 4 hours. We knocking on about 4 hours, alright? Pretty much. Think I'm gonna get up off this nasty. Cool out. Yeah, man, but I love y'all. Appreciate everybody for tapping into the stream. As always, make sure you like the video before you get up out of here. You feel me? Y'all my hearts. You feel me? Y'all while I do this. Hope y'all was jacking the vid. And we get to this next. The butterfly effect. We get to this next video.
It only takes one.
We're going to get to this video next stream. The butterfly effect that started hip-hop's biggest beef. We'll get to that next stream for sure. Remind me to get to this next stream, you heard? Alright, I'm off this though, man. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Safety. Facts. Good luck. Appreciate you for the W stream in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. My heart, G's. You know the vibes, bro.